Okay. We're back. So I have to go hang out with the catchy. All right. All right, catchy.
Hi.
What do you want to do?
Hey.
This is rather a nice place. Not quite something. Take time off when we can do things. Quick switch around. Alright, so back to the jazz.
Very well. Let us go. What will you do?
Alright. Yep. What do you recommend? Random order. The fuck? Yeah, soft drink, bitch. That's a cocktail. What the fuck are you doing? Looks like it's starting. Sit back and enjoy the show. Okay. How relaxing. I do like coming here. Come on. Huh. I'm gonna put a rundown cafe.
Really?
Why would you tell him anything? You good? Yes.
Very impressive.
There you go, fuck. Even my efforts in cooking class have been underwhelming. Oh.
Speaking of which,
Growing deeper. Let's go. Okay. That's all right. I don't hate that. Oh, it's late and whatnot.
goodbye.
Hello. Jazz. I kind of get it. Wow, this dude's an asshole. Finally, somebody that can keep up with me intellectually. Yeah, I'm sure we'll do that. Sounds like the best time ever. Man, it's got big fucking Reddit incel energy. No.
Jeez.
Concentrate on food, bitch. What do you mean concentrate on food? How dumb are you? What the fuck do you mean concentrate on food? I have to concentrate on food. Unless you're cooking it. What the fuck? Well, cost me a day, baby. I think I have a face persona. I hope. Family, baby.
Let's do it.
Out here saving the fucking day. What a faking he is. What are y'all talking about? I want to listen. They're just bad news. High-tech companies. Interesting. Alright, Cosme, let's go.
Hello.
What's up, girl? Sunny, be sure to stay hydrated. Alright. Oh, damn, okay. Looks like we're gonna smack some balls today. Expect we need a dinosaur. Nope. That's just right, damn. I got you. Batting helps train your reflexes and dynamic vision. It also trains your stance, sure. Important elements gymnastics too. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. You just wanted to come here. Let's go. If I'm just watching. Oh, she's out there aiming fucking headhunting kids. Every time I hit a kid, I kept thinking, he doesn't know how fast they'll slime them in orbit. Those little bastards. I tried to put myself in his business, sure. I'll watch. Like a creep.
My turn.
You got this, kid. Oh, damn, she got a good stance. Oh, never mind. Are they always that fast? Actually, your shit's way too high. Bring that shit lower, step back a foot.
It's the next one that counts. I'm sorry.
I knew I was rusty, but I suck. Don't give up, yeah. Fuck. Senpai. Please stop standing like that. That shit is way too high, and she's, well, she is a little choked up on the
My
plate,
turn.
but that is super high. The stance itself is fine, but... There you go.
We did it!
And like, I saw so much better. So much more personality. Cool. It's not that important to work on someone else's behalf. It's more
Thank
important to work
you
on
so
your own, but
much.
whatever. Because if you don't care about yourself, how's anybody else expected to, huh?
Please,
But I guess that's
listen
more
to
of an
me.
American sentiment because we're all hyper-fixated on ourselves, whereas Japan's more hyper-fixated on society as a whole. To some degree. Not totally back to normal yet, but my grades have been going back up. Nicely done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're the shit, lady.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast birthed a bond clad in the heart's strength.
I didn't know that.
This union, born and embraced by will unyielding, shall become the balefire that lights thy path.
Okay.
Thou hast gained a glimpse of the faith's truth,
I feel like
granting thee
that was
further power to tread the abyss.
Sweet. Fucking blap. Look at that. We blapped it all up.
All right.
Go. I said I was gonna watch.
Good effort.
There, Cosme. What's crack? Really? I had no idea. Right on. Oh, what's up? I'm with you. I feel so much more capable whether you want to go training. I mean, we're done with our SL, so I mean, maybe, but probably not. No. Goodbye. She's cool. I like her. "11 days until Medjed's dead Jed. Did the fam thieves just decide to ignore it? Yes. I heard info, scandal leaks, stocks falling ever since. Who's gonna take responsibility for this? Let's all pin it on Steve." Alright.
Rain, huh?
View degrees polar window. Shut up. Sorry. "This is bad. The cleanse is fast approaching. We're not gonna make it if we can't come up with a solution. Speaking of that, Medjed shit, people are talking about those leaks everywhere I go. The noose is gonna tighten around our necks. Jabba will save us. I have my own speculative about what basket. Our only saving grace is that Medjed seems quite intent on sticking to their planned date. We just gotta keep trying till the day comes, yeah? Yes, there's no point in complaining about it now. Let's continue our efforts. Wait for you to drown." Alright, I'm a shapeshifter.
I should write something.
That's all there is to it. Alright. You have to go to the Velvet Room, hang out with the fucking irritants. Oh, where are they? God, I can't stand these fuckers. Ugh. Hello, irritants. Take them to the aquarium. It's
What are
already
you gonna
raining.
do today?
Time of dedication, adjusting to the honest.
No.
Listen closely. The place we wish to evaluate rehabilitation is somehow capable of simulating the ocean despite being in... Okay, aquarium, yeah. Rumor has it sick creatures from all around the world have been gathered at one place. But what incredulous claim, recreating some vast the ocean within building. Such locations are familiar to you. Well, you know where it is. Escort them immediately. Yeah, that's probably the fucking
What will
aquarium.
you do?
I'd rather not do this now. That's funny to me. An aquarium? Guess I'll go see us.
Guide me, inmate.
Lead us there. I hate these two so much. I hate one of them vastly more than the other, but these glass walls certainly make it appear as if we're walking along the floor of the ocean. It's my first time in this place, but it feels familiar to me somehow. It's a log myself.
That room was a manifestation of another seed, though. The seed of human souls. Perhaps there is some connection after all.
That's good to know. That's kind of new info.
I see, so it does make sense for us to build some sort of connection here. Let's continue inspecting the premises. There are a number of other exhibits we've yet to see. So many different kinds of fish. Yes, the semi-transparent floating invertebrates were quite fascinating. I believe they were named jellyfish. Those sea cucumber life forms were also very intriguing.
Really, they like creep me out. The exhibit with the enormous fish was much cooler. The killer whale, if I remember correctly. Oh, poor bastard.
What nonsense is this? The jellyfish are far more appealing.
No, the killer whale declares.
Inmate?
Hey,
Settle this.
I just don't want the other girl to be. I would normally say the killer whale, but fuck that other one. I don't like her.
I'm relieved that you understand.
you've got guts.
Damn it. Well, maybe I'll see a killer whale toss you in his tank. I believe we're completed our inspection of the premises, correct? See how oceanic life forms from multiple worlds have been gathered here by humans.
Indeed, that raises a question, though. Why do humans go through the trouble of collecting other creatures, putting them on public display?
To fucking reign superior over them and show everybody. True. I heard that. Oh, must come to. Let's go. A free penguin show. Please come enjoy the penguins. That's a penguin. A cute flightless bird.
We have no particular interest in such a display.
If I have to.
Is it just like you're dying to witness it? Inmate, we'll tag along. After watching the penguin show, I escorted them back to the Velvet Room, and by that I mean the sewers where I left them. I will be on standby at your place since it's summer vacation. Furthermore, I found something yesterday's DVD talks about life and pain. We share our appreciation of art. If you have plans, I'll be stopping by no matter what. Well, apparently I'm not hanging out with Yosuke today. Yusuke.
Hey,
Kenpachi, one of your friends is here to visit.
Sounds like Yusuke's here. Let's fucking leave him.
Let's do it.
All by himself. It's so much funner that way. Alright. We're going to Big Bang Burger. We're gonna get that burger and we're gonna bang it. Do I have a hair font? Shit. He does not have a hair font. Okay, we got a few things to do. Daytime, we go to Shibuya? Big Wing Burger.
Hey,
The target we identified, man, blah, 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 blah. Maybe you could shut the fuck up and I can eat my burger. Okay, let's go eat the damn burger. Welcome to Big Bang, open 24 hours. What can I get for you? Take the challenge.
yeah. Thank you very much. That's incredible.
Massive. Ultimate volume and lives extra space. The volume, flavor, calories, every aspect of the burger is astronomical. If you could succeed at eating the entire thing, you'll be presented with an extraordinary gift.
Now then.
Let's go.
It's a tough battle.
Now then.
Don't get too hasty. Just work at your own pace and you'll do it.
If I hit fast forward, it would look amazing. Hey, I'm the best or whatever.
You're so fucking cool. My
Congratulations.
sincerest congratulations on completing this shit. Since you managed to topple the Cosmic Tower Burger, you now get heart disease. Yay! High strength and rebellion, Captain Madge. Great.
Please come again. can do it.
I kind of would like the bear if he cheated by having Mona eat some of it too.
Nice.
I don't know why, but it's so fucking small. It just doesn't feel right. Oh, hey, my charm's done.
All right.
I'm Debonoir.
Wanna head back?
Sure. That's my stomach. Stomach head. Alright.
Ah, you're back.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Let's do it.
Need mega fertilizer. What? No, that's right. No. I have megas. I don't need that yet. Okay, I have to go get a hair font. I'm a shapeshifter. Hair font, get one from Dublin. Do not have one.
Hey, inmate.
Bam! Kicked me right in the booting hole. I can't believe you kicked my booting hole. What's up, Igor? I don't know, bitch.
The inmate you wish
Need to
to
make a hair
perform a
font.
fusion.
You got anything for that? Let's get rid of this. Huh. No. Alright. Oh, there's a hair font, Bareth. Tell me what's impossible, I'll cry about it. We would have to get rid of two. We could just, like, eat Archangel into whatever. I think that's probably the way to go. Actually, we don't
Now choose.
need Tamlin, but he's so good, and I love him so much. We can get Thoth, finally. That's something. Let's get Thoth. Yeah. Yeah.
I see. A strong persona
He's so
and
fucking
select the
cool.
skills you'd like to inherit.
Magic skills targeting all foes. Okay. Technical damage, amount of HP restored to self. Let's do the all foes. Light wind, heavy electric to one foe. Chance of saw, medium elect to all foes. Sure. Light blessed to all foes. Medium physical damage to one foe. Attack. Okay, hold up. God damn. Okay, cruise. Shock. Greatly increases evasion from non-muto curse skills. Oh. Increased chance critical? No. For one ally. Alright, removes all stat debuffs. Decreased defense of a foe increases that. Yeah. For one ally. Okay, and then this is increases attack. We should probably grab something physical, I think. Yeah, that's fine.
It will receive significant.
I'm alright with that. My. I love Thoth. He was one of my favorites ever since 3. Oh, good. It's fucking up. Right. Right, we're getting our boy. And get some dumb shit now. Great. Great.
Oh my, not
Yeah, no
quite
shit.
what I was expecting.
I need to hermit. Okay. Great. Alright. Awesome. Neat and cool and great and not
change your
at all
mind?
infuriating. Let's summon
You'd like to
something or
read the
register a thing.
registration?
I'm
You'd
gonna
like
kill
to register
somebody
this?
today. Alright.
These are the paths you have walked.
I think we need Tamlin back.
Is this what you'll withdraw this persona?
It's not what I want,
This
but
is
it's what I'm
your
doing.
power.
And then Thunderbug.
If you can hold
I
no
can't
such
fucking.
rudeness, the inmate.
Everything's fine. Fuse
Let
result.
us begin the search.
Mitra. Dekrababa. Oh shit. Lachesis and Takuminakata. I don't want to get rid of Lachesis. She's too expansive. Fuck this game right now. Alright.
Fusion.
Son of a fucking bitch. Okay. I don't know what to do. I'm very mad about this already.
Gather then.
No, yes.
Let us begin the search.
Can't make shit, dude. Takuminakata and Archangel.
I see. A strong persona
It's gonna be
indeed.
like stupid high level, yeah. So really we can only do this and lower. Temlin, Takuminakata. Oh, we can make Kaiwan.
Looks pretty tough.
We have to get rid of Takuminakata and Kurama Tengu. I'm okay with that.
Looks pretty.
don't
Select
care.
the skills you'd like to
He's
inherit.
a star. Strength skill, no. Let's do that. Ooh, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Heavy physical damage to one foe. Decrease. Yeah,
It will receive some now for a rebirth.
great. Cool, that one didn't fuck up, huh? Mikai Wan, blah blah blah. Get out of my face. Shut the fuck up, get out of my face! Behold, some bullshit happened. Great. Great. What's this do me a chance to forget to all foes? Okay. High chance to forget to one foe. I don't really care about either of those, so goodbye. Okay, great. Excellent. Can I make him out of some bullshit now? Can I do something with this fucking thing that I just got? It would appear not. Fantastic.
Now choose.
I will slap the shit out of you, child. Okay. What I want is... Fuck, it was Tamlin and Thunderbird, right? We need Thunderbird.
Finished for now? You'd
No.
like to read the compendium?
I-
Read here.
Where's Thunderbird? I need Thunderbird! Oh, we need Hierophant too. Fuck, I forgot about that. That's what we came here for. Tower, Star, Moon, Sun. Bump. Give me
A
Thunderbird.
fee is required.
Yeah,
Then
whatever. We're
accept
gonna be
this
broke as shit.
persona.
I get it. Alright, great.
The inmate.
Fuse.
Execute
I'm
now.
talking.
Choose.
Where's Thunder Bitch? Now get Thunderbird. That's Thunderbird. Tamlin. That's what we want. What the fuck is that? Hold up.
Looks pretty tough.
Oh, it's a bunch of snakes. Great.
I see.
Oops, all snakes. Got it.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Targeting all foes. Okay. Technical damage, amount of SP. Ugh. I guess that. Light wind, heavy elect. Yup. Light blast, sure. Immune physical damage to one foe. Okay. That's heavy to one, medium to all. Let's do that. Sure.
Increase attack for one ally. Increase defense for one foe. Removes all stat buffs or debuffs for all allies. Okay, we already have that one, so let's get Rotunda.
It will receive
Rotunda.
significant power. Then let us begin.
If this thing fucks up again, it was gonna be daddy slap time. The time daddy put aside just for slapping. Guido, bitch, give me that sidewall. Okay, what the fuck is that? Psi resistance to one ally for 3 turns. I'm good. Oh, it's weak to Psi. Ooh, I'm sure it has like Psi dodge, right? Hold up. Now, for all foes for 3 turns. That's pretty good. What's Megiddo do? Name all my. Oh yeah. No, we gotta keep that shit. High chance of rage. Let's get rid of Sidewall. All right. Welcome to the club, Big Cat. Okay. Now we just need a
Finished for now?
hermit. No, Hierophant. Herb and Durban. We need a Hierophant.
The inmate needs our
am I
guide.
doing?
Change your mind? Done already? What?
No, motherfucker. What am I doing? Somebody help me.
You'd like to read the compendium?
Okay, nothing to register.
Read
I
here.
need a hero. I need a hero. Somebody to hero font. Let's get Ouroboros.
This
Oh no,
persona?
yeah.
This persona?
He's good, but he's expensive. Let's just snatch Barrows.
This you'll
Fuck it.
withdraw this persona? This is your power.
We're catching up
This
on being
could
broke
be
as
like
shit.
patience. Done already? What?
Yeah, we out.
It is time,
Okay, we
inmate.
got fertilizer. We got a Hierophant. Just double checking his Hierophant real quick, because I'm okay. Cool, Barrows. All right, sweet. We're fucking catching up on being broke. And we can sell a bunch of shit, but I've been kind of holding off on that. Okay, something different. I have a request for you, but it's not for my speech. I was invited to dinner by Dietman Matsushita. I was told to invite you as well. Please let me know if you're free to attend. What do you say? Yeah, I know. I can deal with that later. Shall we do a test? Chad, we do a test. The shop's open again today. I look forward to seeing you. Okay. So we have that. Okay, we have to go visit Chikaka. And she's in Shinjuku? Or Kichijoji? She's in Shinjuku. Yeah. We're never gonna hang out with you on purpose. Alright, not a fan of him. Get Infinity reading, and choose Sojiro, right? Yeah, I have all types of problems with women, whatever. Fortune reading.
What shall we do?
We need affinity. I gotta get closer to Sojiro for some fucking reason. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Here we go.
Here I go. This is the first time getting one of these, I think. Your feelings should have reached the other person. That's all for today. Great.
What do you think?
I'll be right back. Never mind. It appears to be fine. Choose Sojiro. Great. Also get a luck fortune. Okay? Fortune ring. I'm
What
giving
shall
this
we do?
woman way too much of my fucking money. Kindness? Yeah, our kindness is the lowest for sure. It's kind of whack, actually. I think because we fucked up earlier on one thing, but I'm not sure. Area, yeah, baby, I want to be so kind. Oh, Daddy's gotta be kind. Yep. Good to go. Good to go.
What do you think?
Leave me alone. Okay, now we go back to home. What's going on, Heckin' Gosh? How are you? How are you doing today? Are you heckin'? Are you goshing? It came in like a heckin' gosh. Video games. I like the video games. It's a very good when you have the video games and you play the
I should
video
write
games.
something.
Alright, save complete.
Hey,
Shouldn't you give plant nutrients and shit, fucker? I don't know why. I just want him to be belligerent for no reason. Yeah, oh my god, you must love that fucking plant so much. Come on, give me a kindness level up. Give me a sweet, sweet kindness. Got it.
All right.
God, I'm selfless. So fucking selfless. Y'all don't even understand how selfless your
I
man
should
is.
write something.
I'm out here like, oh, nothing's for me, everything for everyone else. Alright, we're going. Microphone talk to Yoshida. I got to talk to Yoshida? Oh, do I have to have a... Okay, I don't have to have a son. Think. God. Alright. Yoshida, my man, where you at? Hey, what are you mumbling about? Medjed's going to attack? Man, can't NSYNC and Medjed just chill out and have some beers like they're buds? We're NSYNC. Alright, let me drop some knowledge on you, buddy. We own in the summer break, man. We doing it right, but what are you fucking talking about? Huh? What's going on over here? I'm surprised to see you, Executive Director. I thought you were on vacation in Europe. The company ordered me to return. I'm sure you're all aware of the actions Medjed is taking. The hacking incident, yes. Are we being targeted now? We must prepare for the worst. The initial response is crucial in these types of situations. Fucking crazy. You got a love notification from Q24-year-old on this app, but jeez. Wow. I mean, fucking go for it anyways. Go, who cares? You can learn to love the outdoors. What am I doing?
Everyone.
Facing civic disorder and economic uncertainty, our citizens are in turmoil. The top 1%. Once again, I'm asking for money. It is imperative that we resolve this situation, and social reform must be led by the government. However, who can people depend on? The Phantom Thieves, the fact they're being lionized as perfect mismanagement, terrible condition. Lucky. Friends do you spend your time with? You can understand in difficult times, your friends push through them. I received a dinner invitation from Dame MSG, who would like you to come as well. Let me know if you'd like to attend. I'd be delighted to consider. Yeah, oh my god. Am I gonna help him? I'm gonna fucking help him so hard.
Right away then.
What app are you on? Kuramoto's been in and out of the hospital. I hear he's not going to run in the upcoming election.
I see.
His plans for his grandson, who's also in our party, to take his place. He plans for his grandson also.
Yes.
Unfortunately, this is all beyond me now. Yoshida. Hey, you have to keep eating. You're still growing, you know? What, bitch? I invited you along because I wanted to ask you something. What do you think about the Phantom Thieves? You've heard of them, right? They've shutting down. Boo? I'd like to hear your honest opinion as a young man. Are you for or against them? I don't really give a fuck. Is that the name of the app, or are you just booing me? So you follow your own path without being influenced by public opinion, huh? What about you? Well, however they manage to change hearts, I respect their belief in crushing evil and saving the weak. Isn't that similar to what you advocate?
You're right.
I can't deny that. That's not why I support them. I bet they're a group of young people. ¿Por qué no los dos? Weekend at Porque's. Young people who have experienced cruelty and injustice. They bravely face the societal ills that plague our world without thinking of the consequences. Brave yet pitiful, I suppose. Why not both? So, the former Diet member who was disgraced by scandals. No, I know. I just said it. But then again, there is a time delay. But yeah, why not both? But yeah. What you asked me to speak about. No, the party is a savage candidates back in various electoral zones. Oh god, I don't care about the politics of this. And One of our main candidates will represent this area according to the party's election strategy. You have no chance of winning. So you're saying that I should give up my campaign to be a diet member? Blah, blah, blah. Gabe is cool. Yeah, I'm so fucking cool. I won't beat around the bush. Drop out the election. I won't be out of the bush. Drop around the election and become a right-hand man. It won't be for naught. I'll put in a motion to have reinstated as party member. I'll perform extensive investigating expenses with preferential accusations. Matsushita. You'll finally be able to clear your name. Think about it. See you soon, Mr. Secretary. He likely has an ulterior motive. If he felt hopeful, he wouldn't ask for me not to run for the diet or whatever. I expect he's trying to take advantage of me. It happens a lot in this world. Well, what would you do at a time like this, high school student? She dropped a love on some weirdo shut in 39-year-old doofus. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about like those dating apps. I'm on a couple, but I don't really fuck with them. What am I doing here? I decline. You're inspiring and shit.
Thank you.
For telling me your honest opinion. Don't worry, I won't give speech. Yeah, in my experience, anybody who's contacted me through a dating app has usually been like a scammer or a bot. But that's just my experience as somebody who like doesn't actively use it. You know what I mean? I just like set it up or whatever, and then I forget about it. And then I get like a email a few weeks in or something from some scammer that's like, oh my god, I love your profile so fucking much, and I also love your money. I'm like, oh cool, here's the 37 cents I have. You know, earn XP. That's a long time. Fair enough. No, I mean, there's no shame in being on a dating app. I could give a fuck personally. I'm just lazy. Sorry I made you tag along today. I'm sure you'll end up having to face something similar today, so let me share my thoughts. When people come to you with these negotiations, you say the opportunity, I don't care. I'll keep it in mind, though. Good, it's important to listen to what other people say, kind of let them overpower your own voice. I'll have to go out. Sorry, yes, you're talking too much. Next time, good night. Oh, sweet. We did it. "10 days left or whatever. What are they doing? Are they gonna let Medjet do the do? What's Medjet trying to do? It's gonna affect us? Do. At least something to come of it, aside from scammers? No. I appreciate you saying those words, but no.
I'll just add this.
Nah, dog. That's very kind of you, but I fear inaccurate. As I don't know. Go to the underground walkway in Shibuya. Okay, so I spent time with Yusuke today.
I'll just add this.
What? No bracket tab. Well, I reserve public time to fresh mind. You need something? Wait, do I have an emperor? Fuck.
I see.
I do. Oh, Doc. Nice. Sweet. Look at that boy. I like my book. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. And that's a nightmare. That's a true nightmare. Stare into its eyes. Oh, now it's doing cartwheels. Fear it. Okay, so yeah. I guess we hang out with Yusuke.
By the way.
Well, free time, that's your decision. Do you remember Director Kawanabe? Blah, blah, blah. Offered support. Like your assistants, time spare. I feel like I come closer to him thanks to Thoth. My bond is gonna grow. Oh, I'm gonna grow my bond with the boy. Grateful for his offer, but I'm not sure of what to do.
Indeed.
Yeah. I must cling to my semblance of hope. Whatever. Very well, I will call him. You have so little personality. All I put under I care about was BLM. Yeah, I think I put like, well, most of them. The reason I probably don't get a lot of hits is because my profile is like, I'm trying to start a fucking Mario Kart tournament with like 36 people. Fucking hit me up if you want to be a part of it. Which is what I actually made the accounts for. Because I'm fucking, I don't know, dude. Yeah, I was just like, hey, let's get people together for Mario Kart tournaments. And yeah, so that probably has something to do with it, maybe. He says willing to meet with me this very instant. I would appreciate if you could join me, Kapachi. Your presence could help societal ease discomfort. Furthermore, suppose we're allowed to attempt to scare you.
Let us be off.
Alright, great. Oh, Boo is the name of the app. Okay. Interesting.
No.
Never heard of that one. I was on like Tinder and something else. Oh, Geek to Geek was another one, but that was nobody. Interesting question. My work involves gallery management, hobbies, and diverse foundations. One of those hobbies. Broadly speaking, I'm responsible for scouting and nurturing talent, youth involved in world scholarship, managers, artists. This time, Madarame participated in our shit. Sensei, I mean Madarame. Indeed, a good many benefited from his time working with us. We were aware of the dark rumors about him. We could never see his confession coming. Now this is my voice. I suppose it's likely he was deceiving us that whole time. Madarame, to think I once relied on his teachings, call him my mentor. This is all because of him. It is his fault I can no longer view paintings with a pure heart. Just turns into Lebanese. Yeah, I might look at a boo. In the past, simply the desire to paint led me to seek beauty. But now I find myself constantly weighed down by the search for beauty, awards, or the praise of others. An ugly attachment has fastened itself upon my work. I can no longer paint how I used to. My art is a taint. I see. However, it would be wasteful to let your talent drop. Our foundation would gladly support you. Not only a former student of the infamous Madarame, but someone with those looks. There is definitely a market for you. We'll sell you as the tragic, handsome artist. Oh. I forgot I was a part of this. As he said, I am wondering the same thing. Exactly as it sounds, having your idea stolen by Madarame, losing the hungry food. The stable air about you makes for a perfect tragedy. A story like yours will sell even to those who don't understand art. A story? No, shit. Don't worry, we'll handle the details, but return you sell your work through my gallery. It will take mediation fee, that's that word, but you'll be granted steady revenue and that customer base as well. Do not mock me.
How foolish.
Tragedy, look, story, those have nothing to do with art. In the end, this is only about money, that which taints pure beauty. How immature. Excuse me. It seems you haven't learned anything after all. You're not looking at reality objectively. Is wealth really that horrible? And beyond that, how long will you continue to chase the illusions of your purity art?
I decline.
Shut your fuckhole. I reject your stupidity. I thought you people would have the resolve to use art to make a living. I have that resolve, however, I also believe such a life should only come via proper assessment. In that case, I have an opportunity for you. My foundation will soon be holding competition for young artists from around the nation. The prize shall be our support. We'll bring customers for branch bands who makes great talent. There will be a great deal of pressure on you should you enter, perhaps. Aren't you afraid?
What did you say?
Fuck off. Either way, they get your money. What the fuck? I wonder if you have what it takes to assess a skill-based assessment of that magnitude. I look forward to finding out. Now then, it seems there's no use in further discussion. You can have them send the bill to my office.
You are unforgivable.
That avaricious bastard. Why is it that all I always talk about is money, 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 money? Has the true meaning of the art been lost? Truth within you. Kenpachi.
Yes.
You are correct. My passion can change the world. but not my shirt. However, I would starve to death without money. Passion alone may fill my heart, but it cannot fill my stomach. What a troubling predicament.
You have my thanks.
Anyhow, I am quite glad that you chose to accompany me here. I may have bit my tongue off in anger had it been only me. In other words, you are a soothing force in my life. Oh, okay, gotcha. I feel my bonds, it's so bondy. Ooh, we're bonding. Let's see, use certification, co-creation spot.
All right.
I don't know what that means. Wee.
Okay.
I will partake in Kawanabe's exhibition. I'm going to display my ability and prove him wrong. Come on, let's go home. Actually, we should eat first. The sushi has done nothing wrong after all. He's right.
Let us return home.
Now then, let us head off. Kenpachi! It's good I'm sitting in front of the canvas when my emotions are hot, but the lingering taste of sushi has me utterly distracted. Not only that, I allowed Kawanabe to pay for it all. I'm tainted after all. I'm a petty seller, a slave to the power of money. Chill. I apologize. I know I'm only acting like this because Kawanabe had me in the palm of his hand. Nope. If I'm being honest, I still feel doubts about my work. I may end up embarrassing myself again in this. All right. I'm here now.
Man, it's hot.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck. I got it. Okay, we hung out with Fucky. Huh? Oh. Okay. I'm very confused. And not nearly aroused enough. Alright, make sure you have a hair font. Yeah, I do. Alright. Yeah, okay. Get another... Huh. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
Way too hot. I should write something.
I should write something. Do you have any news? Nope.
Going to shrivel up.
I have to get a fortune ring for Sojiro.
What shall we do?
I'm getting on that broke train, baby.
Here we go.
Swoogity swooty, look at that booty. Your feelings are reaching other people or whatever.
What do
What's going on, Mr. Spiral?
Let's do it.
Hold on. You're calling off tonight? Why is that? I think my charm is maxed out, right? Oh, there you go. Switch this. Yeah, my charm's max. Okay, so I don't need to do that. Okay, I have to go get a devolve. Oh, that sounds annoying. That sounds very annoying. I'm sorry, sir. I don't want to talk to her.
Hey, inmate!
Yeah, that sounds incredibly annoying.
How fit?
The inmate needs you wish to
Yeah, brother, you might want to look into a different job. That shit sounds whack. Ooh, I can get Puzazu. Anyways.
Oh, we already have a devil? What the fuck? When did we get that? Alright, I didn't even know we had that. Okay.
You change your mind. Are you finished?
Alright, we have to go to Akaka.
Right. It is time, inmate.
Yeah, I mean, you seem pretty fucking unhappy in that job. No, never mind.
Let's do it.
Wait, where's the crossroads bar?
Hmm?
Oh, it's that way. Okay. Oh, wrong way.
Hmm? Hmm?
Hell yeah. Get them egg rolls. Roll all them eggs, baby.
Oh, honey.
You sure come here a lot. I don't really mind it, but keep yourself in check, okay?
Hey!
We have a target we haven't identified yet. Maybe you can gather some info while you're working or whatever.
Do I work here? That's a thing I do now? When the fuck did that happen? The fuck? I don't remember working here.
Is this weather a
No,
result
hot
of
summer this year. I
climate
bet we're gonna
change?
break some record temperatures, although I'm pretty happy to look at
This is a fresh and cold one.
Have you heard anything about any good gossip deadlines coming up? And I'm on material. Sit down. I'll treat ya.
Cool. Yep. Guess we're doing this.
Hey!
For Bill, from the look of it, you must have good info, huh? Give me the deets about Kamoshi.
Oh wow, that's like 4 incidents ago, lady. I'm gonna walk around. Did you level up Chicago? I think so.
I see.
I'm pretty sure I've leveled her up a little bit.
Calling card they used for Kamoshi was different. Now that's a scoop. The kind of information usually is.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? Because that was before Yusuke joined us.
Chuckle, but seriously, the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, they sound like a kid on the playground, not valiant fighters for society. I mean, they act all high and mighty, but I'm not sure they're really worth it to the end.
Worth?
Yep, you didn't think they're really virtuous, do you? In my line of work, there's no clearer sign of deception than goodwill. You know, like Shady Ash's charitable organization or the actual criteria of a peace prize. Same goes for Phantom Thieves. You just have to learn to take some things with a grain of salt. Come on, don't be such a downer. Why, it's the truth. There you go again. You used to be so positive. Oh, shut it. I don't care about the past. Give me some sushi. We're all out. Hey, why don't you go back to covering politics? No can do. I've been permanently resigned to the culture and entertainment department. Ugh. Sorry, what a crappy company. I mean, it's been over a year since the incident. Uh-huh. Don't say another word. That has nothing to do with my source. I'm sorry. I don't know how high we got Chiaya yet. I'm already sobering up. Give me a refill, Lala-chan. Jeez, you're such a child sometimes. Hey, you want a drink? You can have some of mine if you want.
She's like, no, the fuck you can't.
Oh!
Anyway. My question is, why can't Lady Escargot there be our one of our SLs? You're a true believer in the Phantom Thieves. So far, I like her. Well, at least now you're gonna be pretty useful. It's not that interested in the Phantom Thieves stuff, but keep the info coming. All right. I feel like the bond's growing deeper. Sure.
All right.
Yeah, right. What's taking so long, Lala-chan? Where's my drink to call you escort goes move slow as a snail? Just starts beating her ass. We're out of booze. Some fucking drunk took it all. Hey, just go buy more. I'll wait for you forever. Oh, I did stuff. My charm's increased even though it's maxed out. Ooh, look at my charm. My charm is the only thing that's maxed out.
Well then.
We did it. P. Who could that be at this hour? Yeah, I'm thinking about heading over to our hideout tomorrow, which is my room. I'm really in the mood to blow off some steam. How about we meet up and play some games together? Yeah, don't worry about me if you got stuff to do. I can keep myself busy. Okay, see you tomorrow. I love how they're all like, I'm gonna go over there whether you want me to or not.
You're just coming over. Son of a fuck. Do I have a chariot persona? Well, hope so. P. Yes. You want to speak to me about that? No, I'm not doing that. Hey, don't talk to your phone or some bullshit. I need you to finish eating before I can open up shop. Yeah, sorry, I looked at my phone for 3 fucking seconds, you piece of shit. Check it out. I would do so well in Japan. Hey, Kapachi, one of your friends is here to visit. Ryuji's here, or what the fuck ever. Please have a chariot. Yeah, there he is, little bastard. Alright, let's go. Wait, who hit me up this time? About the sushi place. To be honest, I've still lost some thought about what happened at the time. Nope. People wanting to hang out with me is a weird sensation. I wouldn't know.
I'll just add this.
Alright, where are we going? Not but for all, seriously. Okay, I have to go down here. We're going down. Okay, we have to hang out with Ryuji. Yeah, right? Alright.
Yo.
It's actually on up here. You want to play some video games today? We're not breaking out, so you can afford a day off, yeah? I can make my guts better by playing video games somehow. Sweet. I'm gonna play with you like a real man. My man brought over the first Famicom. Damn, dude, this game console's making me feel real nostalgic. What's this, Starfornius? That sounds dirty. Never heard of it. Guess we gotta give it a try.
Yeah, let's go.
This is exciting. Gonna give it all I got. I should try my best.
How's this?
Pause. A shooting game, huh? Whole retro space thing's pretty cool. You ready for rapid fire skills? I'm gonna blast all the enemies up out of here. Crap, thing's freaking massive. It's gotta be the boss. Okay, time for double rapid fire. I can't lose now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Did I do it?
All right.
Oh, okay. Looks like we win. Playing together with Ryuji helped me develop guts. I did it. Come on.
This ain't
Super
half bad.
This game's refreshing or whatever. It came out this way, it'd be cool to hang out a little longer. You have time after this? Nope.
Come on.
Bummer.
See ya.
I like how they try to make you feel guilty too. I hung out with you my whole day. Fucking fuck.
You're back.
Where did we come back from? We were
I'll
in our
just add
room.
this.
Did we walk him outside? What's happening? We walked to his house? Who the fuck? What's up, sir? Yeah, gun enthusiast. Stop by shop if you can. Nah, fuck that. Super easy. Fuck them. My research on new moves progressing. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Shogi. No. Who are you? No, Jesus. How you feel about arcades? I'm showing through the arcades. I'm gonna need competition. Arcades. I'm gonna give a fuck. Go away. What am I doing now? Go to the Okay, so I have to save my game. Oh, this is annoying. Yeah, I have no problem turning people down. That's usually because I'm tired. Go to the Jazz Club in Kitchen, do great. I have to go there, invite whoever I want. It doesn't matter because we're resetting. Okie dokie. I don't even know what that means. Is this a Jazz Club?
Nope, that looks like a jazz club. Is this a jazz club? Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
I see.
Uh-huh. Oh my god. Team members, something, something, don't care.
What do you want to do? Hey!
Who am I gonna invite? You little bastard.
Oh!
Yeah. No way I can tell you to go to sleep every 3 seconds, you piece of shit. A club full of fresh, hot batch of jazz. Got that man jazz. It's boys' night at the jazz club. What do we do?
Yeah!
We're unlocking a trophy, okay. Cocktails, great, don't care.
Hey,
It's you came here with the catchy. My name's Babada. I stand outside and you make me do non-alcoholic drinks. You want a
Thanks for coming
non-alcoholic
in.
drink? Here's a bunch of drinks. Here's all your money too. Oh, look, I took it from you. You can sit down there and try not to be in my way or whatever.
I see.
The noise, the smell, is definitely a place for adults. Nyah, 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 nyah. Perfect for gentlemen like me. Yep, that's right. So glad I invited you. Cool. We have a cat drinking out of a straw. Neat. This drink suits my taste. An ordinary cat wouldn't be able to appreciate all this flavor. You don't know that. I talked to Morgana for no reason, even though I could do that any day. Saber Skull found out you kept a cat in your bag. You look pretty suspicious. So when the cat's out of the bag, it's pretty adorable. You know I'm not a cat, though. You are a cat. You literally just said you're a cat. You're like, oh, if they found me, a cat inside of your cat bag where you hold your cat, me.
That's incredible.
YouTube's algorithm had forced grunts to only upload once a day. Yeah, me too, actually. Can cat suction? Shit. Maybe. Oh no, I did stuff.
All right.
Zoro's, blah blah blah. Look, I'm going to undo all of this. Yay, I did the trophy. And now we undo it. Wait, how do I unfuck this situation? I don't know how to do things. Close game. I don't think so. Wow. Strong words. I think there's some really cool cats. Cats absolutely suck. I think there's some really cool cats. But, yeah, a lot of the time I'm not a huge cat guy. We probably already have, I don't know about that because when they were doing 3 episodes a day, weren't they just, like 15-minute episodes? Or 10-minute episodes? Which equates to the same amount of time. Actually, probably even less time because they have to do the intro and outro each time. Many cats are great. Concurred. Oh. Okay, load game. Okay. Yeah, me too. I'm straight up a dog person. Like, it's not even close. Okay, 8:13 evening. Right, yes. Reload your save. Go to Kichijoji and agree to hang out with the catchy. Fuck! Yay! Now content is the same, but there is more variety. That's true. There was more variety. Which then also means that Ace Attorney would probably not have gotten as far. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know anything.
I'll just
Fuck
add
knows.
this.
Fuck. We're going to Kichijoji. Oh wait, I could just hit this, right? Where is he? Come here, bitch. You can find him outside Doors Village. Any action. Wait. Ugh. Yeah, I guess I'll go see him. That's what I like to hear. In that case, go to the arcade in Kichijoji, Judge Babado. Find some way to occupy myself. You can come with me. This is easily the bad guy. This is obvious. He's the obvious bad guy. Look at him. He has a sweater vest. Sorry for dragging you out here. I was out here gathering intel, and I noticed some patrons playing this. I did a bit of research. Apparently, it's a pretty hardcore shooter game. Do you normally play games like these? Switch it around on him. We answer no questions to any cops. Personally, no. I'm pretty sure I'll manage.
Damn, that's some accuracy. That guy with the brown hair isn't wasting a single shot. Glasses isn't doing bad either, but he's definitely losing ground. Phew, my fingers are gonna be sore tomorrow. What a realistic game. Well, they're doing about 80 minutes a week, whereas what we've done maybe 5 minutes a week. Would they? Are you counting Mondays? Because Mondays... No, they're not doing 80 minutes a week. I thought they do like 30 to 40 minutes every episode now. That can't be right. My finger's gonna be sore tomorrow. What a realistic game. Are you used to butt play? What?
Have you noticed?
You've noticed. Well, I'll need as much practice as I can if I'm gonna take you out. Oh shit, they're gonna fuck. They're definitely gonna fuck. These two are only a joke. Ha 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 ha. Unless. I'm new to this, I'm afraid. Perhaps we'll chalk it up to beginner's luck. In 7 days, yeah, they're only doing 2 days of Phoenix. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Still, this did feel a bit nostalgic for me. I had a toy gun like this when I was young, you know. All this reminded me of running around the house with it, playing Hero. Hero, yeah. Heroes, yep. Sure, why not? Cops are the heroes.
I agree.
No, sir, but thinking back, I suppose I must have. But there are different kinds of heroes, of course, different stances they define themselves by. Heckin' gosh, I don't know if I already brought this up, but I'm doing the Pokemon Stadium tournament where we're doing the original, we're using Pokemon from the original cards on Pokemon Stadium, and I want you to be a part of it because, you know, you like Pokemon, and I assume that you probably have some of the original cards, so you probably have a save file. Everybody poops. There are different kinds of heroes, of course. Everybody's different stances they define themselves by. For example, they may stick to the vision of justice they believe in, and others deny it. Well, they may simply blah 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 blah. Fuck your philosophy. Conception of a hero. I don't fucking know. What's the answer? Sticking to your justice. Neither. I give you no answers. Fuck the cops. Oh. Yeah, I like that lip ring. Or I used to. I haven't watched them in a long time. Sorry, my Digimon's digivolving. Okay. Great. Apparently I got a trophy. Oh. But yeah. Carl Papa. La jiggy jar jar do. Oh yeah, let's just watch Carl Papa real quick. This is blind self because Spiral hasn't seen Carl Papa. Alright, I suppose there's a strange tangent, pardon me. Whenever I talk to you guys, can't help but fucking talking bullshit. Alright, get the fuck away from me. Yay, we did it, we're at rank 5. That's where we wanted to get to, right? Or rank 6? Whatever. We'll probably get to rank 6 by the end of September. Goodness, I worked up a sweat playing that game. I smell like the arcade now. I could use a shower. Why don't we shower? Wait, what?
We will meet again.
Fire Red, Diamonds. Oh, you don't have any of the originals? No! I wanted to express my gratitude for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. I had quite a lot of fun. I don't play these games too often, so I honestly wasn't sure how well I do. Bullshit. Honestly, I don't come out as much of a novice. I wish I played better. On the phone shit. You were getting cocky. Get cocky. Ha ha ha, you don't hold back. You're surprised competitive. Lose to me. So I like that, except rematch anytime. Yeah, bitch. Still, games were rather fun. It was quite a novel experience. Usually I just read in my leisure time. This fucking light L bullshit, bro. Offer more realism I expected and impressive. I'm merciful to all you just try to enjoy and pass on my prayers. Thanks to you. I had a fun day. I hope you're gonna enjoy me. I'm gonna get a chance. I'll talk to you later. Fire Red was your first? What? How did you hate Pokemon? And now you're like fucking the Pokemon boy. You're the one who mons the pokes. Home shopping program. Yes, I do want to check out the TV. Thank you.
I'll just add this.
God. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm the exact opposite. Like, the exact opposite. Once the GBA rolled around, I wasn't in Pokemon anymore. I wasn't even to the GBA. The only game I ever played on the GBA, while it was still a thing, was Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
That's the only thing that I've even fucking remotely played on that. God damn, dog. First off, it's crazy you know how many Pokemon there are. Secondly, it's crazy you know how many of those Pokemon that you like and how many you hate. Third, I get the Pikachu thing. Alvin hates him too. Alvin fucking hates Pikachu. That motherfucker despises him. When that rumor was going around that they were going to hard reset Pokemon and have a new mascot, he was so fucking excited. Yeah. Well, if you decide you want to play in the stadium tournament, we are using our own Pokemon from the original 3 games and importing them into stadium. So it's going to be 2 teams of 2, where each person has 3 of their own Pokemon on the team. At least that's where I'm at right now with it. That ruling might change, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to go with. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, let's watch Carl Papa real quick, just because I know Spiral hasn't seen it and it's fucking wild. It makes me happy every time I see it. That should be enough. Pikachu, Machamp. You don't like Machamp? Jinx, yeah. Mr. Mime, I love Mr. Mime. I love Mr. Mime. Stunkus, and maybe a couple others. Barbicle is pretty ugly. See, for me, Klefki is like #1 most hated thing that Pokemon's ever done. I hate Klefki. God, I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It's fucking, ooh, Pokemon. Fuck out of here. It's annoying. But yeah. Klefki's #1 for me in most hated Pokemon. To be fair, I obviously don't know the Pokemon in the way that you do. But I would say I only like really like maybe like 100 of them, maybe. And most of them are because they are doggo. You may have listed your favorite Pokemon breed type. Nice. I can sort of get to that. Like, my favorite ghost type is Haunter. My favorite Pokemon period is Cubone, so, you know, ground, rock, whatever you want to call him. I think he's just ground, right? So, or a ghost. I think there's the ghost one, right? The Alolan one. If we're counting that, actually, no, it's only Marowak, huh? It's not Cubone. So, yeah, it would still be Haunter. So, yeah, then if there is a ghost Cubone, then he is also my favorite ghost type, because Cubone is my favorite. You see him right there. I am pointing at him. He has a hat on. That hat, it has Haunter on it. Alolan Marowak is Ghost Fire, okay. Well, he's definitely my favorite Ghost Fire type then. Normal Fire type is really tough because I like Fire type so much, but I think I have to go Arcanine. Arcanine's just the goodest boy. He's a big old good boy, and I love him so much. Yeah. I have to say, for Steel type or Bug type, both actually, it's Genesect. I love Genesect. Hisuian Arcanine? Well, is that from Sun and Moon? Or no, that can't be from Sun and Moon. Is it from Sun and Moon? No. No, it's from the other one. Right? Legends Arceus. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I'm trying to think of flying water, right? Is Lugia? Or is he psychic water? No, he's flying water, I believe. But yeah, he's my favorite flying water type, I guess. He's psychic flying? I thought it was water. Really? That's so weird. So I guess I'll just say my favorite flying type is Lugia, my favorite psychic type is Mew. Which it's kind of like, oh, you like the legendaries. I just like those two a lot. Not really big on most legendaries. I just love those two Pokemon. They wanted to give it a third type, but they couldn't program it. Oh, lame. Electric type. I don't know. I'm just trying to think now. I'm just going between the types in my brain where my thoughts live. I can't really think of anybody off the top of my head that I really, really liked electric. I like Raichu a lot. Better than Pikachu, for damn sure. There's just something about Raichu that's, like, really cool. I don't really care for Jolteon or Zapdos or Electabuzz or Voltorb or whatever his name is, or fucking Magneton or Magnifuck. What's the Zebstrika? Is that the other one? The zebra one? I'm not a big fan of that one either. There's a doggo though, right? Or no, there's like the lion one. I forgot. That one's alright. But yeah, I don't know. I can't remember everything. Let's do this.
It's too quiet in here.
You're listening to the new single from Carl Grimes. This is Carl Papa, coming at you on the Hot Power 96.9 Box The Jam.
Beat.
So the kid who plays Carl actually streamed, I don't know if he still does, but he used to stream. And he streamed his reaction to this, and when he was reacting to it, he was like, oh, when this first came out, I was like super into this song, and I was showing all the other actors on set, and everybody was like, okay, yeah, cool, kid. Like, everybody was like, all right, get the fuck away from me. So I thought that was pretty funny. If you liked it for type, dual types helped you sidestep having to decide, like, well, this can't be my favorite type because that's taken. So I'll say it's my favorite of its secondary. Yeah, I get that. That's how I feel about Lugia. Like, as a psychic type, Mew is my favorite. Which is why, I guess, flying type Lugia. Sure.
I heard the gingerbread boy, 'cause he's pretend bread boy. Little cookie man never waved to me, so he got knocked out because I flow. Little jiggy jar jar dude, man, I just flow. Shoe shine. No one wanted your sticking tiara, 'cause no one wanted your sticky chair. And why you always talk about the cool kids who take archery? Yeah, you're a shrinky dink. You get a funeral if you don't wise up and call me Carl Papa. Little jiggy jar jar dude. I threw a brick in the air. That shouldn't matter 'cause a brick is just a brick. Dark days, darker nights. Found my way down the hall without a light because I flow. Little jiggy jar jar dude. This whole thing where random dead people try to kill me's gotta go. They keep walking, walking my way. If they're talking, can't tell what they say. They keep falling over stuff in their way. Dead dudes walking can ruin your day. Little jiggy jar jar dude. Now all the walkers sing.
It's a great song.
Cell block wisdom. French braid tabletop. If you mess with Carl Papa, I'm coming at you like 1, 2 walkers in the back of the club. I'm guessing it's a club where everyone dies if they try to dance to the music that doesn't play. 'Cause we don't got no electricity. What we got is bones, bones, bones. Bones, 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 bones. If you try to step to me, hit you in the femur with another femur that is laying on the ground. Yeah. Why you always talking about the cookie? Yeah, you're a sticky dick. You get a feel. You go wise up and go ready to go. The jiggy jar jar dude. Man, I just flow. Man, I just flow.
All right. Yeah, you're 100% right. They do make some great music. I don't know what Hisuian, Zora arc is, so I can't speak to that one. As far as me, I mean, I'm pretty much just gonna be saying Gen 1 shit, you know? Normal type's either Eevee or Chansey. Fighting type is Hitmonlee. Grass type, Scyther's not grass type. Who's grass type? Trevenant's pretty good, actually. I'm trying to think if there's Shaman's grass type. I like Shaman, but I'm kind of trying to stay up legendaries. Yeah, I'll stay I think Trevenant's probably a good one. Fire, Chandelure. Chandelure is silly as hell, but I get it. Yeah, Arcanine. Water. I would have said Lugia, but he's not water apparently, and that's quite upsetting. For alligator, fuck it. Electric, no idea. But the fucking the lion. Flying, Lugia, bug, either Genesect or Scyther. Poison. Ooh, poison. That's a tough one. What would I say for poison? Who does poison? I don't know. Fucking Beedrill. Rock. Do I know of any fucking rock types that aren't just Geodude fucking variants? Fuck it, Geodude. Whatever. Ground, you know my boy. Ice Lapras, yeah, that's a good one. Psychic, my boy Mew. Ghost, Alolan Marowak is really good for that too. But I have to say Haunter. Dark, Zoroark, I guess. Dragon, Guzzlord, that's a name. Dragon would be Dragonair. Steel is Genesect, or if, yeah, Genesect, fuck it. And Fairy, fuck, who do I like that's Fairy? Is Chansey Fairy? No, Chansey's just normal, huh? If Chansey's Fairy, then I'll say Chansey. If not, then it's... Yep. Alright, bones. Back to the game. Is that the frog? The big poison frog with the fucking balls? He's got balls in his hands. Oh no, that's a different frog I'm thinking of. There's two frogs. There's the blue one and the poison one, right? Chansey is normal fairy. Sweet. So Chansey's my fairy choice. No, it's Seismitoad. Right. I know. Toxic. That thing's a frog. The thing you're talking about has to be a frog. Unless I'm wrong. Hold up. Critty, I don't remember how you spell things. Oh, the big stupid punkhead thingy. Yeah. My bad. Oh, that's alright. Yeah. He's alright. My bad. There's maybe it is Seismitoad I was thinking of. Poison frog Pokemon. Krogunk might be what I was thinking of. Or Toxicroak, right? Poison fighting. What the hell's Toxicroak? Yeah, I think Toxicroak was the thing I was thinking of.
Yeah, it was. Groundwater, but fits your description. No, Toxicroak was the one I was thinking of, because I remember most of the Pokemon not because of the games, for some reason, but because of the card game. So I remember the pictures, like, vividly. Alright, back to the boys. 8:14. Okay, we're at 8:14. Yeah, Seismitoad's cool too, but Toxicroak was the one I was thinking of. Alright, it's daytime, okay. Okay, let's drink set. Okay, we'll get a drink set from the shopping Wadorara. Hi everyone, shopping, blah blah blah. Oh yeah. No, I don't even give a shit about what the other one is. Please give me the drinks, please give me the drinks.
Hey!
Forward all that bullshit.
I should write something.
Yeah, Seismitoad's cool. I remember having a Toxicroak deck that went pretty hard. Got plans for today. Decide later. I don't know who I'm supposed to hang out with. Decide later. Okay, I don't think we're going to Conda because we're broke as shit. Although we do need the vending machine stuff, so let's get that real quick.
Oh!
I'm trying to think. I also like Greninja. He's pretty cool. Him and Lucario, I feel like, are kind of Pokemon's attempt at making Digimon. They both feel more Digimon than they do Pokemon to me. Yes, Seismitoad does have balls on his hands. That's true. Okay, I have to go back to Shiya. Where is she? She's in Shinjuku. And I'm trying to think of other Pokemon that I remember really well. I like Pyroar, I think his name was, the fire lion. He looked kind of silly, but I liked him.
What shall we do?
Want guts? Sure.
Now.
Okay, my guts is gonna be good.
What do you think?
Okay, I'm gonna go to the drink stand on the ground walkway over. You ever have a recurring sub? Oh no, I can't say. I don't really use emotes too often. I thought those were your emotes.
I should write something.
Hi!
It's trash. And we broke his shit.
Man.
Pumped your health. Yeah, because you use them so constantly. So I assumed it was yours. Oh wow, that makes me sad. Kingdom Hearts is the best game ever made.
Let's do it.
And I'll hear nothing to the contrary. Oh. Okay. So let's go hang out with Lady On. Oh, we have a chance to romance her. We're not going to be doing that. She's in the Underground Mall.
Hey.
We still have a target we haven't identified. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to go there. Something's down. I'm not going to do anything. Shut the mouth. Hold on.
We'll just have to wait for now.
I'm going to grow.
Thanks.
How dare you? You dislike Final Fantasy and Disney. Why do you dislike Final Fantasy? I get Disney, they're like corporate fucking overlord, evil sons of bitches, but Final Fantasy?
She was moving away today, so yeah, to the school group again. This day off college, she's gonna build books to be able to get in. So Shio, oh, yeah, that's right, Shio. Aw, we're gonna go help Shio. That makes me sad. Hey, kiddo. Oh, it's so sad. And Kenpachi-kun, I'm pretty heavy, huh? Thanks for the help. No, you're not heavy.
Hey,
Isn't Kenpachi super reliable? Giggle. Just like you were telling me. This makes me sad. We're so high up. Please don't jump. Please don't jump. Why'd you want to come here?
I like how I walked up.
To settle things. Oh, please don't jump. To tell you the truth, I want to reenact that moment. Wearing these clothes, standing here again, I want to know what it would feel like. What about back then? What were you thinking? She didn't want to die. She just needed to escape. It's like another person inside of me was screaming, telling me to come up here. I almost felt like that person was trying to kill me. Jesus.
oh,
But I know that person was part of me too, my weakness. So I wanted to see if she would show up again now.
Wow. Oversaturation from the Pokemon fan? I'm sorry, but damn. Damn. Ugh.
She doesn't exist anymore.
I get it though.
You're so strong, Shiho. The only reason you stand here now is because of how hard you worked for your rehab. It's all thanks to you, Anne. Because I saw how hard you were trying to be strong and be cool, waiting for an action star, striving to be a better model.
Wanting to be an action star.
You're so positive, your eyes sparkled, motivation, you're putting much effort, and I couldn't let my life go to waste in a hospital bed. That's why I wanted to stand again, because of you. Being able to change others, that's what true strength is. Shiho. Treasure customization pool. I kinda get that. Sure. I'm not strong. I'm nothing without you. Just a lonely, scared girl. And I'm sorry for deciding to transfer schools. Shiho. Oh. I'm gonna become a real model. That would keep seeing me and giving life knowledge to bunch of magazines, such good stuff in the interviews, so good for her, I guess. You know, be a model if you want. Oh. That's sweet. She left with her family.
hey,
I need to be the number one model around. I made a promise to Shiho, so there's no turning back now. I'm gonna study how to properly exercise and even learn how to walk the runway. I want to pick up some other languages and cultures too, so I can start doing overseas events. Because, well, the only way I help Shiho is to show her how hard I'm working. And to me, you realize there was a reason it was oversaturated. Interesting. I think, I don't know, I have a different feeling when it comes to that, because, like, Pokemon games, to me, I don't want to sound, like, rude or anything, but they feel like brain dead fun, for me, at least. Like, I just kind of zone out and play a Pokemon game, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I beat it, or whatever. And there's no, I don't really gain a lot from that, whereas with Final Fantasy, not every Final Fantasy, but some Final Fantasies, particularly the ones I really, really like, welcome back, they have better story and character development so that I can actually care about the world, whereas Pokemon, I don't really care about the world. The only game in Pokemon that was official that made me really give a shit at all was Pokemon Black, and that was mostly because of N. Fun comes from creating your team. Sure. Yeah, it makes sense. Absolutely. Shio, she'll definitely. Steph, damn it, I told myself I wouldn't cry. I got you. It just won't stop. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you're not alone. You have the others.
How rude, bro. Come on. Either I romance her or I'm kind of rude. That sucks. I'm not gonna romance her, so.
Thanks.
You're right. You have our team now. There's people suffering out there waiting for us to save them. Yeah, that's why I need to do my best, not just for a team, for everyone needs their help. Super Mario RPG is also incredibly easy, true. The music is mostly not great, really? And it's kind of brain dead as well, but I still love it for some reason. I feel that way about a bunch of games that are like not good, like objectively not really that great. Bouncer is a good example. Air Guys is a good example. Let's do this together. Sure, some good shit about you. Yeah, right? Jesus. Don't worry, there are people out there who will give a fuck about you. They aren't me. They aren't on this roof. They're not on this roof right now. Ain't me. Like that, of course not. See you later, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. Damn. Yeah, I'm not big, well, you know me. I don't really know video game music like that unless it has lyrics. Like, I don't know, video game music. Some of it stuck with me growing up, but not a lot.
Ah, you're back.
No, you can't have anything. Okay. I have to go your sheet up.
I should write something.
Yeah, I should probably write something. Okay. Guess we're going to Shibuya. Yeah, me and Alvin both have this weird thing where we just don't really recognize video game music very well. But Ben, I don't know, I feel like I'm weird for it because everybody else around me is like, oh, that's the song from fucking Butthole's Great Dynasty Adventure, where Butthole fucking finds out the lore about his family. Don't you remember that epic fight? And I'm like, oh, fuck, what? Drew me in, maybe I should give more Final Fantasy. Really? 7's the best, well, not the best one, but 7 is the most prescient for our current time, I would argue. Great Dynasty Adventure, yeah. It's the best game of our time, don't you know? Turmoil, blah blah, Fantasy is great, great, great. Yes, we've heard all
Good
this
evening.
before. Jalaki. God, some of your time day. Yep. Okay. Mind control is ability, huh? Wait, do I have... Oh, I don't need anything for him, right? There's Egoraptor name again. Oh, did he? He named it Buttcraft? That's great. People who have played every Final Fantasy and love 6 tend to love 6 and 9 the most? Okay. Alright. I mean, you do you, I guess. I wouldn't say I've played every Final Fantasy, but I played a lot of them.
Let's say we head on over.
Sushi restaurant, I appreciate your help. And yeah, my personal opinion is that 7 is very, very good because it is very apropos. And I like the remake. I think 7 Remake's pretty good. But I also can say that 6 has... Okay, so I haven't played all the way through 6, but I know everything about 6, which is kind of why I stopped playing it. And I will say, from what the things that I can recall of it, is it's good, but I think that there are a couple of parts of it that stand out well above the rest of the game, and people don't really remember the rest of the game for what it is, if that makes sense. The government, and Zidane's my favorite main character of any Final Fantasy, so 9, I totally understand why people like 9. However, the government's overall approval rating is dangerously low.
Yes.
I'm sure to proceed with caution, considering the grandson of a foreign teacher showing me such kindness, so I like to be frank. Have you seen McDonald's? I hit it at no, but that sounds amazing. Congratulations. Low-level position, party's executive bosses, but I'm new to candidacy. I was hoping you could get me on a running election campaign.
However,
Well, I was planning on running myself, and I don't believe that I'm qualified to teach you. Heard that you've been working hard anyway the past 20 years. Well, I did have a lot of free time after I lost the election. Study is all an amateur can do. I'm sure you're a veteran, if anything. Besides, you have experience teaching them, right? Zidane was your main character in Dissidia? Me too. Yeah, I fucked with Zidane real hard in Dissidia. Your reputation has greatly improved in filling executive office recently, and my grandfather has expressed his intent on making peace with you now. But I hated how Dissidia is pronounced Zidane and Titus's names. I agree. It's Zidane and Titus, and I will hear nothing else of it. My grandfather has expressed an intent on making peace with you now. I've been more happy to bear the hatches, Mr. Carmano. I thought you'd find condition. God damn it, I don't care about you. So I asked you to keep it, tell you a secret.
you.
Sorry, could you give us a moment, Jalaki? No, I'd like for your favorite people to hear this too. Wait a minute, is your plan to evolve so I can't decline? How? Carmano Gross planning to move forward with political realignment. Are you saying that you're going to secede from the liberal prosperity party? With the government in a weakened state, now's our chance to such a way to emphasize our unity.
I see.
So you've come to me, a former member of Carmano Children, but my views differ from those of the Carmano group, and I don't intend on changing them. I understand, however, you won't be able to put those beliefs into action if you don't get elected. Oh yeah, Cloud's always going to be good. They're not going to make Cloud suck, you know? I would argue Jack was one of the stronger people in the original Dissidia. Jack was, like, fucking pretty good. Kuja, I don't remember playing Kuja. You were Cloud. Noctis in the second game. Noctis is in the second game? What is that? Wait, the second game was on PSP, right? It was Dissidia 012 or some shit. I messed around with what's his face, the judge guy from 12. He had a good beat. I actually haven't played all the way through 12. It's a thing that I was doing for a while, was trying to get through all the Final Fantasies, but then I would get spoiled on something somehow, and so I quit. And that's what happened with both 6 and 12. So yeah, frustrating for me. But I still plan on going back through them all on stream sometime. I just gotta get through this game first. I just want to fight stuff. You won't be able to put those beliefs in action if you don't get elected. Jalaki, you talk some sense to him. You need to suck a dick and die. You should decline. I wasn't paying attention, that's the truth. You think so too, You're not intimidated even by this motherfucker. I was playing 7 and the game crashed. Ooh. Fair enough. Yeah, I get how that could be frustrating. 7's really good though. I mean, the overall narrative and world are very good, even if I don't think the characters are the strongest. I think that's the way to put it. I appreciate your offer, but I must respectfully decline. Except for Zach. Zach is the shit. And Vincent. Vincent's pretty good too. You just got into... Oh, wow, okay, so you're pretty early on. You're still in Disc 1, right? Yeah, you're like halfway through Disc 1. Or something. You're not that far in. You just got in Red 13, so you were in the Shinra... You just completed the Shinra building, probably, right? Oh, Switch version, then I have no idea. So, being no good, Tora forever. Yeah, Red 13's pretty great. Call him Mr. Yoshida. Call him Mr. Tibbs. Looks like you chose the wrong politician to follow. What if I slap the dick out of your mouth and put it in your butt? Sorry.
I think all the characters after Grumps Link's nice. Try to understand that he has his own beliefs. My apology, I may have slipped the tongue. Secretary, no less. Damn. Need an answer right away. If you want to show defense to my grandfathers, let me know. Bill, so enjoy. No, if you'll excuse me. What's the point of getting elected if it means sacrificing your beliefs? I bet when push came to shove, Karamoto-kun intended to lure you in. He probably didn't expect me to remain so calm after he showed his trump card. I've said it is, man, Sushida.
I apologize.
I truly indebted to you for all that you know and shit like that. Help me. Oh my god, I've deepened the bond with the middle-aged man. Yay. Rank up, look at all of this, rank up. I've got more experience, rank up, rank up. You know, from the way he was acting, I swear Karamoto-kun was hiding something. My apologies for everything. Let's go. You know, my charm somehow increased. I don't understand why my charm was maxed out like 7 fucking times. Okay, whatever.
Well then, I'll see you
Good work,
again.
fuckhead. Could it be at this hour? Oh, could it be at this hour? Well, I'll go look for a book. Something curious. Go Booktown. Could you make some Booktown? I want your book. Respond later. Make sure to respond later. Don't tell me how to live my life, little bastard. Alright. Today is a freebie day. If you have fallen behind on stat increase, good time to catch up on it. You can choose to raise your rank with pawn today. Okay, it's hot. If you have nothing better to do, you decide to go to Chichibo, Makoto. Ensure you have High Priestess. My charm's crazy maxed out. Okay, so this is a free day? Well, I don't know what to do when I have options. Fuck
I
at
should
her.
write something.
Spjarmf, Scrumpf, Smeef, Slurmp, Spoont, Butlet, Spants, Spoomples, and Lopus. And that's right. I want that shirt that has all of them on it. That's fucking hilarious to me. Alright. I think we'll do some reacts. We haven't done reacts for a while. Squackle. Is Squackle one? I'm guessing he's from, not Breath of the Wild. But of the Tree, Home of the Brave. So let's do some reacts. Something I really hate is when my hair is at this length, because it's too long to do anything with, but it's not long enough for this to reach the fucking ponytail, so I just have like these hanging strands that fucking irritate me. But anyways, alright. Link's Awakening. Sorry. I don't know why I did that. Okay, let's do a Reactor 7. Because fuck it, right? It's gonna take a second. Just chatting. Boop. Update. Breath of the Wild was Terry Treehead, and Tears of the Kingdom was Diarrhea Jones. It's diarrhea. Alright, fair enough. I don't remember any of that shit. Very venomous snake. Okay, we just saw Carl Papa a second ago, so we can drop that. Let's see. I think you sent me a song that we can at the very least check out. You did send something. Okay, cool. The timeless aesthetics of early butthole cheeks. Okay, hold on one second. PS1 just dropped what tells you. Aw. Are you ready? It really is. It's quite good. Yeah, T3 is very good.
The menus are absurdly good. Yeah, I agree. There's a whole TikTok channel guy who's like who talks about how, well, he doesn't talk about it, he just, my brain is so dumb right now. There's a TikTok channel where a guy's like, oh, fucking design music for like GoldenEye or whatever, but don't worry about it, it's just a fucking, you know, licensed IP or whatever, and then it shows the GoldenEye music and it's going super hard. It's also in GoldenEye's pause screen. Yep, that's the one. Yep. The Power Rangers theme song not being gaming music, but you know, another example of things like that. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All right, that was good. Let's see here. The Timeless. That's DG Games 2009. PS1 just dropped. What titles are you getting? What titles would I get when the PS1 just dropped? I don't fucking know. Anything? Why are we boycotting Doritos? Anyways, timeless aesthetics of early 2000s games. Fuck yes. Let's go. Some of my favorite shit, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. TTYD is the thumb your door, right?
Now unveil Xbox.
Yes. It's my shit every time I see it, bro. Like, is any of this even real? Devil May Cry, yup.
The early 2000s were arguably one of the best times for the gaming industry. Grand Theft Auto was becoming a household name. JRPGs were entering its golden era with Final Fantasy, Persona, and Kingdom Hearts. Halo and Call of Duty were looking to be the biggest multiplayer games ever, and a lot of gems like Devil May Cry and Yakuza started off in the 2000s. Alongside this, we had the GameCube, the original Xbox, the DS, the PSP, and the best-selling console of all time, the PS2.
I have literally every single one of those consoles next to me.
Back when you actually have to play the games to unlock new content.
Yep.
And the hidden characters
They're all
were
in the
always those silhouettes. The sixth generation of consoles.
I agree, this era is my fucking
games,
era.
As during this time,
It's like not even close for me.
faster than it ever had before. It defined and perfected 3D gaming alongside having passion and personality with just about every single title. All sorts of stuff was being released at the time, and a lot of it was pretty creative and experimental. Developers were really open to trying new things, and it made everything feel really fresh and new. The Tekken series would be fully solidified as a competent fighting game series up to this point, and yet Tekken 4 would still have one of the most striking and unique aesthetics in the entire series. Companies like Rockstar were pushing out games left and right, each one better than the last, and graphics were becoming so much more detailed that it really felt like games were evolving into new heights. Look at Jill Valentine's in the 2002 Resident Evil remake, and look at her a couple of years ago in Resident Evil 3 for the PS1. In only a couple of years, Resident Evil would have one of the smoothest and most realistic looks for the generation, and Jill herself would be much more of a realized character.
That shit does look fire for that time.
But as I've mentioned before with my turn-based video, games at this time were undergoing a massive 3D transition. While some developers were pushing for 3D within the 90s, just about every developer was pushing for 3D within the 2000s, and with this heavy transition to the next graphical leap, there was a lot of very interesting concepts and designs that originated from this era of gaming. Some for the better and some for the worse. Menus and UI interfaces would probably be one of the most obvious aesthetics present in just about every single game in this era, and almost all of them going for a sci-fi look within its visuals and sound design. They also all had a very interesting and appealing look within its visuals. In my opinion, it had a very smooth look to it all, and it was realistic. Nothing like what we have today, but also not blocky messes like the 3D games were in the 5th generation.
True.
This applied for character models within the games of this generation, but also the environment. Tomb Raider Legends is a game that I grew up with on the PS2, and it has one of the most detailed and realistic looks compared to a lot of the other games on the system. With some environments and scenes that look so good, you would probably think that it's an early PS3 game.
Actually, yeah. There's a couple of PS2 games you could really say that about. Digital Set, Devil Saga, yeah. 2000s were great. They're good. They're very good. I mean, my number one console's gonna be the PS2 probably forever. But I totally see an argument for the GameCube and the Wii as well.
Most developers were going for
even though the Wii is
but
not
there
really
was
my
always
jam.
a bit of an unrealistic
It wouldn't make my top 5, but
that just made it look good
I
in
understand why it makes like everybody
and honestly,
else's.
that would go into just about every game of the generation, creating this level of nostalgia for a time where graphics felt like they were at their peak. Games looked really good in this generation and had an absurd level of depth and detail while also not being crazy expensive to make. This was around the time where you could have made an easy classic with about 2 to 3 years of development and about $2 million compared to today.
Yeah, same
where
here.
It's usually about
I mean, you know me.
5+ years
This
of
is my
development
aesthetic,
and like
100%.
$50 million
HTA.
due to how
And now
expensive
to
games are to
let's
make.
fucking
I realize
go.
this in games like Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Solid,
them.
and Final Fantasy X, where they look extremely stunning for
Hey,
their
Reese,
era,
hey,
but
kill
didn't
it.
cost millions of dollars like they probably would today. Final Fantasy X did cost quite a bit to make actually, since it
What do you
was
mean? What caused the significant jump? The jump in quality from like PS1 to PS2 kind of graphics? Oh, budget cost. Well, no. I mean, technology started costing more. You know, it started costing more to put like fucking incredibly because okay, so in this generation, consoles still hadn't quite caught up to computers, right? Computers were still pretty much kind of kicking their dicks off in terms of graphic quality and like the game size and pretty much every fucking aspect. PS3 is where that really changed, right? The 7th generation is where that changed, and it began to be more on par. So your Xbox 360s, your PS3 games, when they were getting launched, they were you know, about as good, reliably as good as their PC counterparts, right? And you can say that even to today. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, PC Master Race, PC fucking out, like, performed the PS5. Look at the HDR graphic fucking fidelity on this fifth shadow underneath the third ripple of this fucking... No, shut up. Just shut the fuck up. No, they're relatively the same. Yes, you could probably, if you have them right next to each other, you could probably see a graphical difference or a slight fidelity difference or whatever, but they play the fucking same. You're seeing the same shit. It's not like going between the PS2 and the PC at the time. It's not the same thing. So, yeah, I feel like they started, and then also they started realizing at this time that video games were like massive money. This is when it started overtaking like movie theaters and like, you know, TV and fucking movies and whatnot, right? Film. This is when video games started earning more than those things, and they start going, oh shit, wait a minute, we can make a shit ton of money. So they started putting in a shit ton of money, and they thought, I think, that okay, so the PS2 is the best-selling console of all time. This is how my brain works. PS2 is the best-selling at this point in time. PS2 is the best-selling console of all time. Second best-selling console of all time, PS1. Both of them represent a huge jump in graphics. PS1 represents a jump to 3D graphics, the first successful jump to 3D graphics. Sure, you have the Sega CD, which had a couple of things, and then you had the Sega Saturn, but none of them capitalized on the 3D graphics like the PS1 did. Later on, the Nintendo 64 would come out the next year, and it too would, you know, capitalize really well and would probably have the best feeling 3D environment for a platformer, being Mario 64. But up until then, PlayStation 1 was the jam in terms of 3D graphics in video games outside of PC. PC was still niche. So the PS1 comes. It represents a graphic leap forward in generations between 2D graphics and 3D graphics. Okay, and it sells better than any other video game console at the time. Then you have the PS2, which comes out, and everything starts to look more realistic, more detailed. And I think that because the PS2 topped the PS1 in sales from 10 million for the PS1 and 155 million for the PS2, that the PS2, the people who were in charge of it
started to see the dollar signs, and they started to see how much money they were making off of things like Final Fantasy X, and they were making off of things like Devil May Cry, and they were definitely making off of things like Madden, for instance, and on the Microsoft side, things like Halo. And they started seeing these and going, oh, it's these graphical leaps, it's these leaps in fidelity, and like making the games longer and bigger. And that's what they started doing, is because they thought that was the correlation between how well they were doing monetarily and like and how well the how good the sales were, and the graphical fidelity and leap in technology is what they saw as the correlation, and not just better games and people being able to do weirder shit, like getting away with something like Beautiful Joe or Akami, for instance, which is something you wouldn't be able to get away with today, or Katamari Damacy, unless you were an independent publisher, right? But all of those sold fucking gangbusters and did incredibly well and got incredibly good reviews because they were fucking weird and they were allowed to fucking be weird. But they didn't see that. They just saw like, oh, what's the best shooting game, you know, that we have? For Xbox, it would be Halo, so they went all in on Halo. For every other platform, it would be Call of Duty. Call of Duty, the first Call of Duty fucking blew everybody away, dude. And then it was either the first or the second one where you're storming the beach of Normandy. That one, that graphical fidelity of that at the time was phenomenal. Nobody had ever seen anything like that. Of course, they only showed the PC version of it in commercials and stuff, but it was still really impressive on PS2 and all the other consoles, right? So when they saw how they could make you feel like you were actually storming the beaches of Normandy on D-Day, right? They were like, holy fuck, this is what's going to get people. And also they had huge subsidiaries. They had huge donations, right? From the U.S. Army, Air Force, and Marines, from the armed services. They put money into things like Medal of Honor and Call of Duty, particularly Call of Duty, and that's why you saw thousands of Call of Duty ads for every fucking Star Ocean ad, right? Because they had so much money from the U.S. government that was put in. You can look this up, by the way. This is all 100% factual. What did they do with all that money? Well, they started making the graphics better. They started making the games bigger. They started hiring voice actors that were like popular, like Kevin Spacey and things of that nature, who, you know, obviously that didn't hold up very well. But they started doing things like that. And what happened? Well, we got Modern Warfare 3 as an early PS3 title, and it blew away every record set before it by any other Modern Warfare, and it is probably still touted as the best Modern Warfare of all time. So I think that that's what happened, is they saw these very linear jumps in graphic fidelity and in game size in particular, and they said, this is what we need to focus on, game size and graphic fidelity, and that's basically it. So they kept throwing money at it. Let's see here. Sorry, I went on a rant. To me, anything above 1080p isn't worth the hundreds of dollars spent to get there. I don't care about that, about resolution so much. It doesn't matter to me in terms, like, I play on CRT still. Like, I could give a fuck about resolution. Graphics over experimentation, yeah. I think the sweet spot is 1440p, but I do agree 1080p is just enough. 1440p allows more room for dynamic graphical punch and color gamut. 4K, I can't tell the difference unless I was 2 inches from the screen. As well, because Spider-Man 2 sold 10 million copies. Yep, same number, never mind selling that on mainly just PS5 alone. Yet it's still by Sony standards underperformed, never mind Final Fantasy 16 supposedly cost 711. Yeah. People are starting to grow tired of AAA gaming bullshit. I truly believe that. I think between the microtransactions and the season passes and fucking shutting down servers of multiplayer games or just multiplayer aspects of single player games, all of that stuff is starting to combine in like the public consciousness, and we're starting to realize that indie games are kind of where it's at. I mean, if you look at somebody like Markiplier, PewDiePie, or any of the big Let's Players, or even any of the big streamers, what are they playing? They're playing either like horror indie games, right? Or they're playing silly, stupid fucking indie games, or they're playing group indie games like Among Us and Lethal Company, right? These are the things that are doing gangbusters essentially and are selling all kinds of shit. Like Five Nights at Freddy's was ostensibly an indie. Oh, I mean, it was an indie game. It literally was an indie game, and it got obviously bought out and then, you know, franchised out, and as things are wont to do. But all of these games started off basically as indie titles. Undertale's another really fucking good example. Fucking Cuphead, fucking Shovel Knight. Like, you could just go on and on and on and on and on. And those are the games that I think are selling more and more and more as years go on. While AAA games are kind of dying by the wayside, and it's because of corporate greed. It's because, you know, they're charging $80 for a fucking incomplete game nowadays, and, you know, it's taking up 500 fucking gigabytes on your 1 terabyte fucking hard drive if you're lucky, right? So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna have 500 gigabytes Call of Duty on your fucking 1 terabyte hard drive, or are you gonna have fucking 20 indie games, you know, that are each gonna last you like fucking 20 to 40 hours, not including replayability? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Lower budget studio games, 5 Nights at Freddy's, yeah.
Technically a AAA game, but nothing compared to the budgets that they have today. I kind of see this as a sweet spot for the gaming industry, and I don't think it's something that we're ever going to have again, especially with the advancements that graphics have undergone in the last 5 years and how Unreal Engine 5 is kind of changing the game. In terms of 3D games, a lot would be thanks to the 5th generation of consoles being the PS1 and Nintendo N64, and with those two consoles being the forefront
How you doing, by the way,
Sunfan? Gaming, they were able to experiment and test out a lot of this new technology. The N64 creating Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time was mind-blowing for the time, and of course the PS1's amazing capabilities granted
Conker's is better than both of them.
VII, the OG Resident Evil trilogy, Gran Turismo, and Pipe Dreams 3D. The only problem with the 3D games within the 5th generation would be that since this was the first time gaming really rose to this level, a lot of these games were doomed with god-awful controls and very interesting voice acting.
My friendly card-carrying cupids!
Oh, you, Harry Potter, stay there. I've got a musical message to deliver to you.
The first guy wasn't that bad.
There are a ton of actual
I'm good, just woke up to hear the video game discussion, even though I'm late to the party.
It wasn't until the 6th generation that really shaped 3D games and made everything into this seamless experience. The controls were better because now the system had dual analog sticks. The characters and stories were more believable because they had a smooth and realistic look to them opposed to their blocky interpretations. The voice acting and music had a major upgrade because of the new sound chips, and it really elevated the stories into another level. Another important detail adding to the heavy aesthetic and nostalgia factor within the 6th generation would just be how developers managed to play in on the new technology. And a good example of this is literally within the start screen of the PS2 and what I like to call the digital apocalypse. This was one of the biggest aesthetics of the generation, where
it's my
developers
favorite
were
of
trying
the
to really
3
win at
like
hinting at a
PS2 platforms.
reality. It's why the PS2 starts off with this earth-shattering sound as it sucks you into the digital play space. And to top it off with what I said earlier of how games went from these rough interpretations to these realistic and high-fidelity models, it felt like games were more than just games, but these virtual realities. While companies like Nintendo were always very inviting with their new technologies and their jingles and sounds, Sony was going all in on the digital apocalypse aesthetic with their system sounds and even their games at the time.
It's so
Ridge
fucking
Racer
good.
Type 4 is probably my favorite racing game of all time, and it's an arcade racing game from the PS1 that has one of the best soundtracks I've ever
PS4
heard. There's
has
a lot
themes.
of pop, jazz, and drum and bass sounds that gives
I
it
guess
so much
PS5 probably has
alongside
themes,
having an amazing
but like
female
they are very different. Like,
so why is it that when you open the sequel to it, Ridge Racer
they're just
5
like
for the
slight
PS2,
extrapolations of what PS3 did.
Broadcasting live from Ridge City. This is for all you race fans.
You can like change the wallpaper or whatever.
Satellites coming straight at you with some wicked beats. Check it out now.
Ridge Racer Type 4 is his favorite racing game? Maybe I should play it. It's very 2000s. There's a guy or a small team that is doing something with the N64. Hell yeah. Improving the graphics using new techniques for the shaders to fill in a weird blocky look.
Just to be clear, this isn't a bad game by any means, but the drastic tone shift from the 4th to the 5th game is just really interesting, and this edgy tone would kind of apply to a large amount of early 2000s.
I was always
Even
the
Sega was
Midnight
trying to
Club
get in on
Need
this
for
by
Speed
creating
guy, you
Shadow
know?
the Hedgehog, and
That was
this
always my
definitely
jam.
one of their more interesting titles at the time. Because,
Burnout
like,
also.
what the hell? There was huge levels
Burnout
of edge
also
for the games
being in
made,
that, but
and
not
it was
as
extremely
heavily for me
apparent within
as
a lot
Midnight
of the
Club
music
and
aesthetics that they had.
Need for Speed.
And while I actually still really liked Shadow the Hedgehog for what it was, it definitely had some next level edge even for this generation. While there were,
Burnout's
of
your
course,
favorite?
a lot of
Burnout was
lighthearted
fun. No, I
games,
don't.
the
I'm not
bigger
saying
and
Burnout
more
wasn't
enjoyed
fun.
games outside
It
of
just
the
doesn't
AAA
hold as
were
nostalgic
games
of a
like
place in my heart
Pride,
as
War, and Kingdom
Need for
Hearts.
Speed Underground
Jack
and
Daxter, which is a pretty
Midnight Club.
well-known
Personally.
platforming series, even joined in on
True.
this during their second
You did get to
feature,
crash
which
shit.
is
This is
arguably
accurate.
the best in the series. Jak and Daxter 1 was a very safe and colorful game, and then the sequel comes along and changes the entire mood and atmosphere almost entirely. It's really interesting.
Don't get me wrong, I love all those games.
Seem to fall under this aesthetic almost seamlessly.
Like, I love games that people
had a bunch of hexagons in their
will tell you are like
and
objectively
plots
bad.
dealing with games of simulation that would usually lead into something along the lines of digital control. The music for the games of this era were also pretty interesting as well. Going with the aesthetic of the digital apocalypse, a lot of the soundtracks for certain games were infusing drum and bass with electrical sounds to create a unique kind of music. Some games even having music that has a computerized feel. There is a song from Yakuza 3 soundtrack that actually embodies this extremely well.
Isn't Yakuza 3 on PS3?
While the game did come out in the later parts of the 2000s on the PS3,
yeah, okay.
it embodies
I was like,
apocalypse vibe.
I'm pretty sure that's a PS3
with
game.
its rock sounds and how the vocals comes off as distorted.
The Silent Hill background's pretty fire.
4, for example, is literally perfect for this, as it has so many moments where their music
Way less rage quit that stupid Val. Oh, Valorant? Yeah, bro. I play Valorant a lot with my friends, and whenever one of us wants to play, instead of going, "Hey man, you want to play Valorant?" we go, "Hey man, you want to get pissed off?" And we used to do the same thing with League of Legends. Go figure, fucking Riot Games, right? So yeah, I don't know if that's what you meant by Val, but yeah, that's how we interact with one another when it comes to Valorant.
Silent Hill would also have many moments like this in all of their music, with their song Eternal Rest in the original Silent Hill having lots of influence from the band Portishead, and it's also one of my favorites from that soundtrack. I think it goes without saying that the Silent Hill series is one of the most influential horror games ever made, and they're often overlooked because the series has been pretty dead since PT. The first three Silent Hill games were known for its atmosphere and aspects of psychological horror, with its sound effects, thick fog, and disturbing imagery. And of course, like I mentioned before, the music within these games are insanely good. There's just so many good tracks within these games that give off the helpless and haunting vibe, while also having this trippy and almost otherworldly sound.
Incredibly like oppressive and mechanical.
Horror games aren't typically known for its soundtracks, rather its atmosphere, story,
I do not
sound
remember
design,
Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero, but it sounds like something I'd need to do.
Were special in the sense of having lots of amazing music that can bring different vibes and tones.
God, I can't wait till we get to Silent Hill 3, man. That's next Halloween. This Halloween we're doing Silent Hill 2, but next Halloween, baby. It's all about Heather. My girl, let's go.
Don't you want to touch me?
Fucking love Heather.
I don't know. Come and get me. I can't do anything through these bars.
When's the remake coming out? Is that this year or next year? Because we're playing the original before we play the remake, I'll tell you that much right now. No idea? Oh, it hasn't even been announced? Okay.
Made for some of the best and most memorable experiences to date.
I mean, if you don't know, I assume it hasn't been announced.
Wanted to make good, finished video games.
I played the shit non-stop that I found out after Tokyo Extreme Racer 3 to death. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, brother. That's no good.
Like Square Enix or Rockstar. But the smaller
what console was it on? Was it PS2?
Well in favor of these companies, as there just wasn't too much to lose. Developers were able to experiment to create some of the most interesting concepts imaginable without the.
That's why this generation fucking is baller, because you got a chance to see just the wildest shit inside a developer's head. Just like whatever the fuck. Hey, you're a mosquito that fucking bites people. Cool. Hey, fucking the thing you're looking at right now. Awesome. You're like a fucking guy who really likes video games and fucking comic books, and now, oops, you're Super Sentai. Sweet. You're a painting dog. Like, fucking, you're a little space prince that rolls everything into a ball until your daddy's happy and makes stars out of it. It's, oh my God, it was so dope. There was so much acid. Yeah, now management's breathing down your neck and up your ass until the breath meets in the middle and you die.
Fear of losing millions of dollars if the concept failed. Shadow of the Colossus, Kingdom
Oh,
Hearts,
Shadow of the Colossus.
These are all games that can be
Okami.
labeled
See,
as
there's
abstract
Okami.
to an extent, and probably would be nowhere near as big as they release today. Nowadays, with how
Shadow of
every
Colossus
company
is
is
so
playing it
fucking
safe,
fire.
it's damn near impossible to get something
Is that
even
lethal? Yeah,
slightly
it's lethal
creative
company.
and new, because if the risky
You see what I'm saying? What did I say earlier? The creative new shit that people want, that people are starving for, the stuff that people are playing on Twitch, the stuff that people are playing on YouTube, the stuff that's people are paying, 20, 30 bucks for the game or whatever, but they're selling it by the millions. That's the shit that hits. Lethal Company, Pell World's another really fucking good example. Even though
there is some creative bankrupt element to Pal World, it still is a fresh take on something that we've had shoved down our throat, fucking cookie cutter over and over and over and over. It's a fresh take on it, even though, yes, it is in some ways morally bankrupt, absolutely. But even with that moral bankruptcy, people were starving so much for a change that they fucking just threw money at it. Sierra. Fucking Sierra Games, brother. The same fate, yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did get bought out. Yeah, we've been losing good game development. I mean, Rare, dude. Rare got bought out by Microsoft. And they, They made fucking Sea of Thieves and Rare Replay. And it sucks, because Rare was, late 90s, early 2000s, Rare was the fucking company to go to. At least on the Nintendo 64. They had, not every, but most major games on the Nintendo 64 were either made by Rare, or they were made by Nintendo exclusively, or by Pokemon, right? Game Freak. That's it. That's pretty much what Nintendo had on the Nintendo 64. And the vast majority of the ones that people still love to this day were Rareware. You got Conkers, you got Donkey Kong 64, you got Golden Eye, you got Perfect Dark, you've got Turok 1, 2, and 3, you've got the fucking Jet Force Gemini. What else was on there? I already said Conkers, right? I already said Perfect Dark, Golden Eye. Wow, my brain just gave the fuck up. I had 2 or 3 more. Oh, Banjo-Kazooie 1 and 2. But yeah, Rare was the fucking go-to. Diddy Kong Racing's another good example of something that Rare did. And they arguably did better than Nintendo. I would argue that Diddy Kong Racing, most people would probably say that it was better than Mario Kart 64. THQ is another great example. Weird one, since they were a handheld game dev from my Watch documentary, then they were gone. Yeah, THQ and then THQ Nordic, they were, while they did do handheld stuff, they also did stuff for the PS1 for a while. But yeah.
Concept fails, it could lead to the end of a franchise or the end of a company altogether. Just off the top of my head, the last time we got something new and creative was probably Stray, Baldur's Gate 3, and Hi-Fi Rush, and even then, games like that don't release all too often, unfortunately. But with how almost every developer in the 2000s were trying to get a hang of the new technology, a lot of them were...
I fucking love Stray, and I love Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't played Hi-Fi Rush, but those two are fucking great examples.
Trying everything they could and seeing what sticks. This would end up creating a lot of consistent but really cool environmental scenery within the 6th generation.
That's why. Okay. I was gonna say, is that why? That's why.
This may sound weird, but I swear almost every game in the 2000s had a beach level, and they were always one of the highlights of the game.
I don't know about the highlights, but they did have beach levels.
But it was always something about how the water looked.
Yeah, I should probably hop on that at some point.
Just kind of tickled my brain. The water levels in Majora's Mask, Besaid Beach in Final Fantasy X, the opening act of Kingdom Hearts, and Planet Pokitaru in the original Ratchet and Clank. Not to mention all of Super Mario Sunshine and Zelda Wind Waker. The generation itself even started with the Sega Dreamcast, and their launch title was Sonic Adventure, which had the first level of none other than...
That really bothered... Okay, so, yeah, the Sega Dreamcast began Generation 6, right? Dreamcast, PS2, Xbox, GameCube. Those were the 4. I have been in arguments, legitimate arguments with people who are like, no, Dreamcast was PS1 generation. It was Gen 5. It went up against fucking Nintendo 64. I'm like, no, you're thinking of the Sega Saturn, bro. The Dreamcast was fucking PS2 era. But anyways, that always gets under my skin. Anyways.
Maybe it was because of my age and how
he
these
got it
stages
right,
or levels
to be
would
clear.
naturally be a little more relaxing and chill than the others, but I really enjoyed them. And
Also, fuck me, who break his legs.
They also had some of the
Little
hardest
bitch out
art
here
for
taking
their
my
respective
fucking...
games.
Oh,
and
true.
to top it off, these levels would have some of the best and most relaxing music I've ever heard.
Relaxing. Sounds like some Lupin the Third.
Yeah, Yeah, beach levels kind of peaked in the 6th gen. But outside of the stages or levels, there is one game in particular that released in the year 2000 and completely embodied an early 2000s vibe. From its unique art style to its soundtrack to its
Jet Grind Radio.
This
What
is
the
a game
fuck?
that's pretty fondly remembered during the 2000s, and that game would be Jet Set Radio.
You had a THQ game racing game. I can't remember the title, but one awkward quick and error save play for safe saving game. You had to enter a lot. Yelp. Oh man. I don't know how old you are, but I grew up with the Sega Genesis,
Now,
and
before I continue
that
this
was
segment, I'll
commonplace.
just throw it out there that I
Having
haven't really
long
beat
codes
this
for
game,
your save
and
files
I
on
don't
Sega
have
Genesis
that
games
much
was
experience
very
with Jet Set
common.
Radio. But with how Jet Set Radio was
Because
so
most games didn't have a battery inside of it, the cartridge,
like this and not mention
which is how saves used to work back in
I've
the day.
seen a lot of Jet Set Radio from my friends who are heavily into it, and even though I haven't really played it myself, other than the 2 hours I have
So yeah,
on Steam,
the passcode
impact
thing,
that this little game had for
that was
its time
ubiquitous
is
for
pretty
years,
unreal.
for almost
Sega kind of struck
like a
gold when they
decade.
created this for the time and didn't even realize it. And it
Damn,
may not have
excuse
saved the Sega Dreamcast, but it was definitely a relic of its time. Jet Set Radio is a game that embodies and glorifies the punkish 2000s better than any game that I've seen before. The music is high energy funk, electronic.
I don't know if it's the most
hip-hop
2000s game, but it's
and the
very, very
characters all
close.
skating and grinding around.
It's a
and
very
moving the arena,
good
and the
representation.
designs are so aggressively abstract.
Your Pokemon Yellow had battery,
Not
yep.
to mention just how hard every
Correct.
single art piece is for this game. The visuals emphasized bold lines and vibrant colors
Same.
and capitalized on the 2000s craze of skateboarding and spray
So yeah,
painting. It revolves around the street game called the GGs.
this is
but
actually a
graffiti,
box of
turf
batteries
warfare
for
against rival
these
gangs
kinds of
around the city.
cartridges,
The game doesn't
because I
really
was
have a
going to
main character, but the character
resolder the
that you can
batteries
show the most would be called
after I
Pete,
transfer
and
the
there
save
would
files to
eventually
my
be more
computer.
characters throughout the game to join them. It
Thank
also
you, by the
takes
way.
place in a dystopian future where the government is trying to get rid of graffiti gangs. And that's honestly the main premise. You just go from level to level spray painting, claiming territory, and avoiding the law in other games. It aimed to capture the rebellious and artistic essence of street culture and managed to blend it seamlessly with a fast-paced skate and trick system.
There's also
and
a-
graffiti mechanics.
a
Jet
game
Set
called like
Radio was also one of the
Airblades or
first
something
games
like
to
that.
create a cel-shaded
It was like a
look within its
skating game
visuals,
on
and
the
many
PS2.
games after
It was
Jet
pretty
Set
good.
would seem to emulate this look within their own
Jet Set
franchise
Radio
to get a certain
is
style
better,
to them.
but it was
Zelda
fine.
Wind Waker is one game that would try their own version of cel shading after Jet Set, and even games like Borderlands would become known
People
for its
did not
unique
like Zelda
cel-shading
Wind
adjacent
Waker when it
style
first
within
came
their
out, by
own
the way.
games. It would also go
I
on
did.
to inspire
I
the
thought it was cool.
semi-recent Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which aimed to capture that early Jet Set Radio vibe in every single way. Unfortunately, when I did play this game for the first time back in August, I couldn't get so far for the simple fact that the controls and the way this plays just wasn't the best. I do love the aesthetic and everything about this game, but unfortunately it does feel like you're on ice 24/7, and certain movements and sharp turns can be kinda hard. It would go on for a sequel in 2002 for the original Xbox, which would patch out some of its rough movements and mechanics.
Jet Future
Jet Set
Radio or
Radio
Jet Set
Future
Future or
is
something like that?
often seen as a sequel, but it's really just a retelling of the same story of the original, just more polished and tighter mechanics. Just about every
Came
game
with
in
Sega
the sixth
GT
generation all had
2002, I
something going
believe.
for them.
I have it
And
over there.
aesthetically, this was the
It was
most
like a
beautiful
two-pack deal.
generation of games in my opinion. Everything was just right. Games are realistic enough to catch the attention of everyone in a 5-mile
Yeah, oh, I know.
radius, but also not absurdly
Yeah, AAA
realistic.
studios aren't
The
going to be
music
putting
and
shit like this
atmosphere
out.
here still
Your
rivals some
best
from our
bet is
current
probably
generation.
Capcom.
And a lot of the franchises that are so
But
big
even
today
then,
have really
they're not
started
going to
back
put
in
out
the
like
60s.
full games like
And
that.
I
They're
mean,
just going to put the ideas from those games into their more successful IPs, right?
there is a reason on why the PS2, for example, is one of the most emulated consoles ever. And I didn't even really mention
Yeah, 'cause it has, like,
before,
4,500
but this
games,
was
dude.
basically where the whole character action genre started, with the first Devil
And,
May
like,
Cry,
fucking
which was
at
one of
least
the
a third
most
of them are
influential
actual
titles of its
bangers.
era, as for the first time, an action game was released where you
Nah,
had a
maybe not a
plethora
third.
of
A
weapons
third's
to
kinda
choose
high,
from,
but
melee to range-wise.
it's,
One of the main focuses would
pretty
be how
high
it
up
plays
there.
off of
At
how stylish
least
you are
10-20% of the
during combat,
fucking
which is very
games
new for
out
the
of
time.
4,500 are
Combining an extremely fun
bangers.
combat system with combos and a variety of
dare you.
weapons, alongside how stylish you
got
are
me,
during
guys.
combat, was able to
You
spawn a
heckin'
whole
got
new
me.
genre that I don't even think Capcom saw coming when they created this game. From here on, we had DMC 2 and 3 come out, with DMC 3 being known as one of, if not the best game in the franchise. Then God of War 1 and 2, which were amazing games for
Yeah,
their
people
time.
really love those
Bayonetta would
games.
eventually come in later by the same creators of DMC, and then games like
You
Metal
know what's
Gear
funny
Rising
about that
Revengeance,
code-based save load
Wonderful
thing? I had the
101,
game
Ninja
shark attached to the
Gaiden,
Game Boy
all
Advance.
seemingly
Yup.
coming off of
Ran the
hype
code
that
on the back
Devil
of
May Cry
plastic Kelsey,
started
so I
back in the
had to do like the point
Due
blank,
to the
the
power
real
of the
kicker is
6th gen
people those.
consoles, we had the biggest graphical
Nice.
leap in gaming from the
Very
5th gen
nice.
to the 6th gen, and developers weren't
Smugly
more
strips
creative
away
during
like
that
a
fact,
fucking
and were able to
tool.
pump out creative masterpieces on the hardware that
Very
would
good.
for years to come. Dual
Respect.
analog sticks were becoming a necessity in every system in order to more
Bro,
properly
look how
play
good
the
that
games coming
looks.
out, and the budget
That's a
cost
fucking
significantly
GameCube game,
less to
guys.
make a good video game than it would now.
Look
and
at
the
it.
developers were able to make good games that genuinely looked amazing for the time
That's
and didn't have to
insane.
sacrifice their budgets on gameplay. Thanks to the crazy level of experimentation as well, so
Why?
many new ideas were greenlit
Why?
because chances were it probably didn't cost so much money to the point where the publisher
That's original
would go out of
Persona 3,
business if
right?
the
That's not
idea
Fez?
failed, leading us to some of the most
I don't know why,
creative games
but
ever.
I feel like that's not Fez.
like Fugitive Hunter on the PS2.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what the fuck did I just see? Yeah, I would argue like a lot of games from just that generation in general aged very well. So Road Rash was a game I played on Sega Genesis. I had Road Rash 2 and I believe Road Rash 3, or maybe it was Road Rash 1 and 2. I had both of them. And I fucking love Road Rash. It is one of my favorite games of all time. I adore Road Rash. I have it on the Game Gear right over there right now too. I fucking love Road Rash so much. I remember Natasha, Slater, Viper, all the like characters that would talk to you after the race, and if like some of them were cool with you, like Natasha and Slater were both like people who were cool, and if you fucked them over in the race, like you knocked them off their bike or something, they'd be pissed off at you, and I just thought that was so fucking cool. But if I don't, maybe it was just me, maybe it still is just me remembering, but it felt like if you were cool with them and you just passed them, instead of like actually trying to actively fight them or get them hit by cars or shit, they would actually help you. If somebody was coming up with a chain to hit you, like Slater would come up to the other side and start pummeling the shit out of them. And I was like, is that active AI? Like, does this game have active AI? But yeah, I love that shit. Confuses me that WW and TP got HD remakes. Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, really? Yeah, I can see. Well, Twilight Princess is like more of a hyper-realistic visual, so I can see it getting a remake. Wind Waker doesn't need it because, you know, it fucking holds up. But it was also, you know, really successful, at least critically. They looked roughly the same, so again, why? True, the reason is money. This is accurate. It's the same reason we have a fucking The Last of Us 2 remake coming out. And what, the fourth Last of Us fucking original remake? Like, they just, Skyrim's probably going to come out on fucking every console for the next 20 years until they make Skyrim 2. Fucking Electric Sky Aloo. Mm-hmm. Probably. That seems interesting. Well, you sent me something else, huh? You made a Courage. Oh, like Courage the Cowardly Dog? I can fuck with that. Sorry, I queued up the other video too. Alright. Who is the dev for Road Rash and what happened to them? I have the Road Rash version in the early 2000s. You had a credit for buying bikes. Yep. All the Road Rashes were like that. Be up the cops on the bikes, kicking and swinging bats and shit. Yep. Every Road Rash had those in it. They were all, you could like get chains or bats. You could kick people in the car, shit like that. Yeah. And you had to buy your bikes. And there was like save codes. Yeah. A Courage the Cowardly Dog. Turn down a little bit, it's pretty loud. They swear up and down the Metroid Prime's remake looks leagues better than the original, but clearly forgot how good it already looked. All that changed as far as I could tell was the widescreen and the lighting was slightly different in some specific parts. They rendered in 1080. Wait, when did Metroid Prime get a remake? Was that on Switch? Cause oh, okay, well. Okay, well then there we go. Courage with Silent Hill gameplay. I fuck with that hard, by the way. But yeah, I mean, okay, you know, You could already play it like on the Wii, so you could play it on your, you know, modern television. I don't know. It doesn't. I like remakes and I like re-releases. Why? Because it drives down the price of the original games on the used market, right? So if I want to get an original copy of Metroid Prime or whatever, it's going to be cheaper now because there's a remake than it would otherwise be. For instance, a really good example of this, Super Mario Sunshine was going for like 60-70 bucks on eBay. When they did the remake, re-release, whatever the fuck for it, and Galaxy and all that stuff, it went down to like 30 bucks, right? So that's something that's very good. However, I don't much care for constant remakes. If you do it once every couple of generations, okay. Or if you just have like even better, if you have a shop where you can buy it for cheap, like PlayStation does a lot with its PS1 games, for like 10-15 bucks or whatever, that's fucking great. That is even better than doing a remake most of the time. Unless you do something crazy like Final Fantasy VII Remake. Unless, yeah, okay, exactly. You don't think the OG game will get a low price? 7 doesn't go for that high anymore. It hasn't, well, 7 hasn't gone for very high for a long time because you can buy it on the PlayStation shop. So it's not a particularly expensive game anymore. Not as much as it used to be. I have like 2 or 3 copies of the original 7. Baby's first foray into horror. Whew, yep, it was a nightmare. Yes, Final Fantasy games have gotten remade and re-released a lot. Completely agreed. Yeah. I was thinking about it, and yeah, most of them have gotten re-released, but there are a few remakes. I really like the 7 remake for reasons. Nowhere news. Eustace and what's the other one's name? Martle. I'm gonna say Martle. I wonder what engine they used. This looks, I think Unity, right, is the more cartoony one. Dream. Like the PS4 fucking game Dream? Is that what you mean? Days where the game was like 30 bucks, now it's 68, 100. Yeah. You and me both. Well, games have always been like 50, 60 bucks new. But they would go down really quickly after release. Now that doesn't happen anymore. You still have your GBA version of Final Fantasy 1 and 2. I didn't get far in, and 2 I never touched. I actually haven't played 2 either. 1 I think I beat it, but like, if you played 1, you're like, okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, Dream's okay. That's weird. They must have changed it a bit, because Dreams used to always have like a real fuzzy around the edges look for everything. So that's really cool. Yeah, I have Dreams. I've always wanted to make games in it. Oh, I guess he's Courage. So there's definitely going to be fuzziness to him. But I'm kind of looking at like the wooden banister and stuff, trying to find fuzziness, because that's like a very Dreams thing. Let's kick it up to 1080. Unless there's like an update for Dreams. I used to be really into this game, which is funny because I fucking have only played other people's levels on it. Sonic Dreams? No. There's a PS4 game that you can play in VR, which is basically like a make your own game, right? Where you could make games and share them, and that's what this is. Somebody made this in it. They did a pretty fucking good job. Impressive. What's the name
of the fucking, there's Eustace and Myrtle? Maribel. Lurskin. Damn, he got me, guys. He burnt me. Miriam, thank you. Muriel? Muriel. That sounds even more right. Oh, shit. That's fucking cool. Where it's only bosses? That was so fucking cool. Yeah, me too. This is fucking cool, man. Man, I say, you. Oh, damn, this looks really cool. Seems like you can drop through for every game after playing it once these days. Wait, regular show? That'd be fucking awesome. This is fucking awesome. Oh, is the Courage Bangin' from back then too? Yeah, I love Regular Show. Regular Show is fucking awesome. It's one of the like newer cartoons for me at least, right? Because I'm old. Oh, cool, Nightmares Run. But yeah, that I actually watched. There's like that, Gravity Falls, Kipo. There's a few of them where I'm like, oh, it's so good. Regular Show's fucking great. Courage was after your time? Yeah. Courage was like right on that cusp where I felt like I was getting too old for cartoons. But I would still watch them. And now, of course, I don't give a fuck because I'm old and who the fuck cares? I'll watch whatever the fuck I want to eat my ass. Hermé Plastic looks better with hair. Yes, agreed. He looks way better with hair. Regular Show's one of my favorites too. Big time. I want to get somebody was making the series on Laserdisc, and JG Quintel, the creator, was like, "Oh my god, if you fucking do that, like, send me a copy." And the guy was like, "I might only be able to get like my favorite episodes on Laserdisc, or like the Laserdisc saga from like season 5 or whenever that was, because Laserdisc, it takes up there's not a lot of space on Laserdisc. Even though it's huge, and so." JG was like, that's fine, I don't give a fuck, you have my permission, do whatever you want. And then the guy just like stopped, I guess, or whatever. So I don't know what the fuck happened with it, but I would have bought one of those so quick. At the time I stopped watching Nick and see it. Yeah, SpongeBob is what I always call like my cutoff cartoon, right? As soon as SpongeBob came out, I was like, I'm done with cartoons. So yeah, I was never a SpongeBob kid at all. And then of course I came back to cartoons years later. I still haven't seen any SpongeBob. I don't care for SpongeBob. It just seems like a lot of screaming. But I have watched quite a bit of Courage, and it's good. It's got such like a really good creepy atmosphere, and especially for kids. Like it's very well done. Adventure Time, yeah, Adventure Time brought a lot of people back. I tried. I watched like 3 seasons of Adventure Time, and I was like, I felt the same about Adventure Time as I did about Steven Universe. Like, both are fine, but they're not like, to me, they're not like Regular Show or Gravity Falls, where they like stand the fuck out for me. How I Managed to Be Scary Without Being Explicit, agreed. That is one very good. It does horror better than a lot of modern horror does. Yeah, I couldn't get into Phineas and Ferb or Steven Universe. I tried. I might go back to Steven Universe at some time because people always tell me like, "Oh, Steven Universe is right up your alley. You would love Steven Universe," and I think they're probably incredibly right, and I just didn't give it a long enough shot. But you know, see, that's the fuzziness I'm talking about. Actually, it's not that fuzzy. Yeah, I think they changed it. Because everything used to have like a light fuzz. Maybe it's because I'm not seeing it in VR. In VR, it's difficult as making the wood. Yeah, okay. Okay. He did so fucking good, dude. He did really good. Yeah, the carpet turned out great too. He did amazing. The Lich episode, Difference is incredible. Dreams Light. I wonder how it plays in VR. I wonder how far he, like how much of the game there is. So I don't really think about Dreams. Yeah, Dreams. It's a cool program, man. It's a really, really fucking cool program. I hope it continues to get support for a long time. Simpsons didn't run soundtrack. Okay. Dexter. You always say if show can make you chuckle, but also make you cry. I tend to love it. Simpsons, Scrubs, yeah. Futurama, yes. Adventure Time Steven Universe, those I see, though I didn't have CN, so I only got to watch this one of the show. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, good question. I wonder how in much more than 24 hours, okay. I wonder how far this game goes. Oh, all those guys appear in the game? So he's like really going for it, huh? Yeah, I hear really good things about Adventure Time Steven Universe. Simpsons, I mean, you know me, I'm not a Simpsons guy. There's a couple of like lines that make me go, haha, this is amazing, from the Simpsons, but all in all, I'm just not a Simpsons guy. Jesus. That's crazy detail. I wonder how long it actually took him to make just this. The goggles, they do not seem to... Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorites. That, not the snakes. No crotch, no Krav Maga. There's a few. Give him some FaceTime, the sweet lady brick. Yeah, there's a few Simpsons lines that I thought was pretty hard. So wait, is he doing a full game, or is he just like, I'm confused. I want explanations. A full game, oh shit. Have a horrible Halloween. Good for him. Yeah, that's what I hear. Seasons 3 to 8 are like the golden years or whatever, right? That's the thing I hear all the time about The Simpsons. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the decline of turn-based games real quick, and then we'll call it a stream.
Yeah, everything I've ever heard about Simpsons in season 3, yeah, the golden years. I've seen up to like season 10, I would say at least. Maybe a little past that. It's just not for me. It's okay, it's fine, but I prefer Futurama. Like, by far, I prefer
Turn-based
Futurama.
games. One of the oldest forms of video games, dating all the way back from the 80s. While being one of the more controversial genres of modern gaming, turn-based games have always been very prominent in a lot of older video games.
See, it starts
There's
to
always
test
new
talking
games
about
coming out
turn-based
every
RPGs.
year that
Yeah, I'm
decide to
looking
be
to
turn-based,
pick
whether
up a
it's for
copy
budget
soon.
limitations or because they believe it's a genuine refresher for
His
the series.
aesthetics.
But it seems as if developers have strayed farther and farther away from turn-based, as it's become more of a niche genre in the past couple of years. It kind of feels like everyone nowadays wants to play a high-action, adrenaline-based game rather than a traditional strategical turn-based game like before, which is fine. I mean, we aren't being held back by the limitations of technology like before, and games have of course evolved and changed to where shit like this can happen as a regular cutscene. Where franchises like Final Fantasy started and got big off of their intuitive and fun use of turn-based combat, it was definitely more of a limitational choice rather than a creative choice at the time. I mean, Final Fantasy VII, for example, costed literally $45 million to make, with an extremely ambitious plotline, pre-rendered cutscenes, open-world exploration, and some extremely fashionable anime boys. With a budget like that, and given how limited PS1 hardware was, they would of course continue its turn-based gameplay, and the in-game models would look like this.
What is that,
During the
Color Splash when
PS1
that
era,
happened?
genres like horror and action and platforming were starting to grow and gain lots of tractions, with some creative games like Metal Gear Solid breaking away from the modern norm
Where's
and
that
also
Super
advancing
Paper
in its
Mario?
own department. This would of course be applied to turn-based games as well, with Chrono Cross,
The
Xenogears,
first
The
two being
Legend of
Super Mario
Dragon,
RPG
Final
and
Fantasy
1,000 Year
VII,
Door.
and Final Fantasy IX were some of the biggest highlights of that entire generation. And the advancements and
I'm sorry,
improvements
not
of
Super Mario
turn-based
RPG,
JRPGs
Paper
from
Mario.
the PS1 generation compared to the
1,000 Year
PS2
Door.
generation is drastic in terms of its visuals and also its gameplay. And this would continue into the PS3 generation as well. The PS1 generation of JRPGs usually looked a little something like this. Not bad by any means, but very simple in design with a HUD being at the bottom and simplistic animations for the characters. But for the companies that had a bigger budget, it was probably looking a little something like this. For the games that had the budget for it, there was usually a lot more detail in battle arena, characters, and animation, with Final Fantasy having some of the coolest and flashiest animation for its era.
For sure.
And then there were some other franchises like Xenogears, taking more of a stylistic choice with its visuals and animations, seamlessly fusing 2D sprites in a 3D environment. Going from PS1 to PS2 generation, the change was much more drastic, but I guess you could say that for just about every genre going from PS1 to PS2, honestly. But with the new console and stronger hardware, JRPGs were becoming much more appealing for a modern audience. Now, obviously graphics aren't everything, but for a genre where the large majority of runtime has you staring at this for many hours at a time, having graphics and pretty animations can go a long way in increasing the enjoyment of a game you're spending all this time in.
So good. Ah, fucking Auron.
Due to the advancements with the hardware, every game in the PS2 generation were all trying to go for heavy 3D visuals with the environment and characters, and we're all trying to push for much smoother animations and for pre-rendered cutscenes. I personally love the PS2 generation and just how everything looks here, and I also really enjoyed how experimental developers were when making games for the system. A lot of the games that we have today also started around the PS2 era and continue to evolve into what we have now, which is pretty cool.
They did.
But with all these improvements turn-based games would have over time, they would seemingly be getting pushed more and more out of mainstream popularity, with AAA games moving more into the spotlight. This was around the time where games like Gran Turismo, GTA, God of War, Devil May Cry, and Kingdom Hearts were starting to take off in popularity and growth, so a lot of the media and overall attention was shifting to those kinds of games, aka the action RPG and open world genre. Even fighting games were on the rise with the PS2 having fully realized 3D environments.
I don't know if fighting games were on the rise during the PS2. I would say they took a dip during the PS2.
This was genuinely one of the largest upgrades in graphical fidelity that gaming has ever been through. Graphics after the PS2 generation would only slightly go up in quality, but it wouldn't be anything too noticeable in my opinion. A good example of this would be the Resident Evil
PS2 to
series,
PS3
as
is a
Resident
pretty big
Evil 1,
graphical
2, and
leap.
3 were all classics of the PS1 era, but when Resident Evil 4 came out, it blew everything out of the water. With Resident Evil 4, the setting was no longer
arcade, but to use Sixer at least had some okay ideas,
but now
but
a
it's the
detailed
same damn
3D setting where you can
game.
make out
No
all
good
the dirt
music,
and
final
grime
boss,
in
those
the
tracks,
area.
and
I mean,
slowly
look at Leon's
legitimately
face
just
in
covered
Resident
in
Evil
black
2
paint.
compared to
Not
his
even
face in
redesign
Resident
black
Evil
paint all over
4.
cartoon
You're now
browser.
able to truly
ExxonMobil
see
did
Leon's
well as a
face
tribute
instead of an interpretation
Oh, wow.
of his face, and he is now able to express himself a lot more thoroughly through his
PS3
facial
era for the
animations.
revival.
Resident Evil may not be a turn-based
Yeah, up until
JRPG,
Street
but
Fighter
these
4
improvements
came
would
out,
apply
and
to
then it
every
fucking
genre that the
went-
PS2 had. Look at the Persona series and how
Street
Persona
Fighter
1 and
4
2
was
looked
the
compared to
revival
Persona 3 and 4.
of fighting
Battle
games,
arenas were
honestly.
no longer floating platforms in space, but would now transition into a more detailed view of the dungeon or setting you were in. The backgrounds were no longer flat-looking, low-poly settings, but now stylized and detailed environments brimming with personality and life. And that's not even mentioning how almost every game now had really good voice acting. Before this era, JRPGs used FMV and CG cutscenes as a way to bring attention and emotion to very impactful moments or scenes in the game, but now with this new generation of consoles, it was possible to have this just within the in-game animations and characters. Though FMV and CG cutscenes would still be utilized here, and they would look better than they ever have before. I don't
Yeah,
mean to say
they
that
really
games
did.
looked bad before the PS2 era, or that they were bad in general. It's just that the system really brought something new to video games that was never seen before, and that is detail and life. It was getting to a point where it didn't even matter if games were good before the PS2, it's just with how good graphics we're getting now, and how much more versatile games we're playing, this was capturing everyone's attention, from diehard to casual gamers. With some JRPGs like SMT Nocturne, Digital Devil Saga, Tales of Destiny, Star Ocean, Persona 3 and 4, and Dark Cloud were some of the most criminally underrated games for their era. The only game to break out of this curse and gain lots of attention would be Final Fantasy X, for obvious reasons. Literally everyone knew about
Oh,
Final
yeah, I guess
Fantasy
in terms
X,
of
as it was not
turn-based.
only one of the best PS2 JRPGs, but also because it carried one of the most interesting and impactful stories the system had to
It was
offer.
a really good
Nowadays, it feels like turn-based games are becoming more and more of a stylistic and creative choice, as it's become one of the
One of
more
your favorite
obscure
ones of the game?
genres of the past
Yeah,
couple years.
DMC3 was
Modern
where it
games are
started
moving
being
farther
done
and
for
farther
me.
away from
But
turn-based,
now that
but
I'm
some
more
franchises that started
inclined,
with
like,
turn-based would evolve into
okay, so I was like a little edgelord, right? So when DMC1 came out, I was like, yes, yes. Then DMC2, I was like, yes, yes. Then DMC3, I was like, this is stupid. Why is there like a guitar? And like, what the fuck? This shit looks dumb. Why'd they make it dumb? It used to be cool. Now they made it all stupid and fucking silly. Nowadays, I'm stupid and I'm silly, and I'm like, yes. So I might go back to DMC3. No, yeah, most people hate DMC2. I get it. You know what I mean? Sony guy with Dark Cloud 1 2 are so dang fun and charming. Yeah, I agree. Dark Cloud 1 and 2 were both very charming. Absolutely.
to different genres in later games. Final Fantasy, starting with its simplistic gameplay and job system,
Actually, I've
would
never
eventually
played
move to
2,
the
so I
creative
can't
active
speak to that,
time-based
but 1
gameplay
was.
in the PS1 era,
I have
to the
it, I
conditioned
have both,
time-based
but-
system in Final Fantasy X,
I
before
really need to
completely
get through
abandoning
games.
turn-based
I
in
need to
Final
start
Fantasy
just plowing
15.
through games.
Final Fantasy would more so abandon its roots in favor for a more modern style of gameplay, with Final Fantasy
sure
15
did
being the first mainline
do its own
story-based
thing.
game to not be in some sort of turn-based style. Then there's the Final Fantasy
The
VII
DMC
remake,
reboot,
which also abandoned turn-based
the
in favor for
fucking,
more action-oriented
Super
combat,
Emo
and of course the latest
Dante.
entry being Final Fantasy 16 literally had the gameplay director from Devil
Yeah, I
May
don't think I
Cry
would
help
watch
create
that.
the combat of the game. Plus, with the PS3 generation having little to no kinds of relevant JRPGs,
Because that
other
came
than
out at a
few,
time when I
it
was
didn't
like,
really help
ooh,
its
fuck
case.
things are
But it does
emo.
make sense, as this was the generation where multiplayer games were on the rise, and gamers were bonding more than
And
ever.
even now, I'm like I still hold hatred towards that game. Wow. Okay, let's just go ahead and not listen to what
Turn-based
anybody's
games are
saying.
kind
there.
of becoming a risk nowadays. It's very far from mainstream, and it's not something that developers want to invest in unless they know they can pull it off. There is, of course, your Pokemon, Fire Emblem, and random indie JRPG, but a lot of these started from
COD
scratch
players,
with
yep,
turn-based
not
and are
wrong.
smaller and more niche indie games that aren't trying to be giant and mainstream. And in a time where every game wanted to be the same, uninspired, and repetitive game, there was one game that after
Bruh.
many delays blew up into mainstream popularity and would be the first of many to bring back a new wave of turn-based JRPGs.
You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for right. You're done. But the time is hit you. You're not surprised.
Oh, nice. That's good to know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get into that. I'm really hoping he doesn't spoil nothing.
Persona 5 is a game that I kind of want to focus on right now, as it was an amazing refresher to the genre and was a game
Do you
brimming
think he's
with
gonna
style.
spoil anything? Should we just cut it? I think he's probably gonna spoil something. His aesthetic is very good. I do very much like his aesthetic, but I don't want to risk being spoiled. So we might, yeah. If you're not sure, then I certainly am not sure, which means we'll just cut it. As soon as I figure out where I put my clippy thingy. Did I not have a clippy thingy? Am I dumb? Don't answer that. I have feelings. Oh, there it is. Okay, never seen this vid. Fair enough. Well, then we're just going to call it here because I do not want to be spoiled on Persona 5, and we will be back tomorrow with more Persona 5. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you so very much, and I'll catch you tomorrow. And also, we are going to eventually get to Dark Cloud. I really, really fucking want to play it. All right, you guys, you have a good day.